Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the season 3 finale of the A-Gap podcast.
Wow, we did it, boys.
We did it, boys. Tighten up those ties. Let's go. Golf claps all around. We've done it. We did it.
Well done.
We've done a whole season of this shit. An entire season. Way to go, boys.
I'm impressed, really. If you look at our track record, this is by a mile the best we've ever done.
Oh,
so
easily.
Consistency, baby.
Anything.
Yeah, maybe
14 weeks in a row. I don't think I've done that ever. Yeah, consistently.
Well, boys, I'm proud of us. We did it. But don't fret. Season 4 will be coming in real hot this Thursday with an NFL pre-show. Well, I guess it'd be maybe kind of during the game, halftime. Week 1 NFL, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. So
It is time.
it is time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gentlemen, we're looking good. We're feeling good. Did you guys do anything fun and exciting this week?
I played a show for Rainbow Fest.
Ooh,
Sacramento's Pride Festival, which was sick.
Fuck yeah.
Bill of like Leanne Rhymes, Nina Sky. There was a couple other acts, but those two were the big
open
ones.
for Leanne Rhymes because that's
We were
That's
so we
awesome.
were the act right before. We were the only musical act before Leanne Rhymes, and then there was a drag show in between, and that show was sick. Those queens are unreal,
Insane.
Working it.
unreal. It was a great show. But we were the last musical act before Leanne went on, so we opened for Leanne Rhymes.
What?
That
I
counts.
think you opened
I
for
think
Leanne
that
Rhymes. Yeah,
counts, dude.
Look at
So,
that. Let's
very
go.
golf
Good
clap,
weekend.
golf
Nice
clap.
work. Nice
I'll
work.
clap for sure.
Nice work.
I'll give myself a clap too. It feels good. But yeah, interesting weekend, good weekend, fun festival. Good job.
Did you meet her?
No, we were on the side of the stage.
She brushed
Dude,
you off that.
The main bands had like Escalades that were taking them from the hotel to the stage to the hotel to the stage, and so they would just like get there, go on stage, sound check, get off stage, back to the Escalade, back to the hotel. So we were just sitting there in the sun going like, okay, like we'll chill here, you guys go do your thing. I was making a point of it. I was like, maybe next year like we can get in the Escalade and go back to the hotel for a little while. But
What songs does she do?
the big one was or the one from back in the day is midnight something. No, something about midnight. Give me 2 seconds.
This is the one.
Cover me.
Nothing about love. You guys know that one?
Yeah, I need you to keep singing
Yeah,
it so I can
absolute
understand
banger.
it. So you
Yeah,
gotta keep
banger.
going.
Yeah.
There's let's see. Oh, How Do I Live? How do I live?
How do I live?
Oh, yes. That is a banger.
Nice job.
Ooh.
Can't
Up
Fight the
pipes.
Moonlight is what I was
Warming 'em up.
thinking of. It's not midnight, it's
Ooh.
moonlight.
Okay.
But yeah, she was a country star by like the early 90s. She wasn't that old either. She was a young country star. Still kicking it too. She fucking put on a hell of a show. So it was fun, man. It was a good
That's a young
ass
country
time.
star.
Hell yeah.
She was relevant for like 2 decades.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She
I
was
mean, she
big.
still is popular.
Yeah.
She still has numbers.
Big following, I assume. Very
Oh,
big.
yeah. Loyal
Mm-hmm.
fan base.
Got a shout out in that one Bare Naked Lady song.
Well, yeah, that's true,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
I like
Wow,
that. That's
what
where
a
Matt's
poll.
head goes.
What
Yeah,
a
wow,
poll.
rhymes. That was in a
Like
Bare
a
Naked
zombie when I
Lady
must
song.
rhyme. I'm all about
Man, what a good
Yeah.
cut.
Hell of a dig. Well, John, I told my dad that you guys were playing a show, and I think I accidentally told him that Jewel was performing, and he was like, "What? Like, why are we not there?" I was like, "I don't know." He's like, "It's 2 blocks away from your house." I was like, "Yeah, but we're busy doing stuff." I'll tell you a little bit more about that and what's the deal. But
It's actually just Leanne Rhymes.
yeah, yeah. He's like, "Oh, all right, that's like budget Jewel. All right, cool, I guess." But he was stoked on your guys' music. I showed him
I
your
guess that's
music,
fine.
and he was loving it. So,
Dude, love it.
once again, go stream Bad Mother Nature, all platforms. It's there. If you don't, you're a shit friend.
Yep, you're a bad
Yep.
person.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
we love y'all.
Bad
Thank you for the support. Keep it coming. Love you guys.
Oh, that was very sincere.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
Well, what about you boys? I hogged the spotlight for a good minute there. Anybody else have anything interesting from the weekend?
Not too interesting, but in the vein of music, I'm not a huge Drake guy, but did anybody listen to his album?
I did.
What did you think? It's kind of boring, huh?
Forgettable.
It's all right. I feel like it's very Drake. You know,
Certified
there's a couple,
lover boy.
couple songs in there are an exception to that, but I think it's very Drake. So
I thought
good.
it started strong, some good samples. It's like, all right, I'm kind of feeling this as an intro, and then it just kind of like stayed flat the whole
just
time.
plateaued.
Was it better than Kanye's album?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I
No.
don't know. It's different. Yeah, it's different. It depends on the person. Personally, I think I like Donda a little bit more, just because it's a little more unique, right? Like Drake's
Different.
music is like built with a formula. It feels like, you know, it's like the Outer Banks of music, where you're like interested, but then you're like, this is kind of not great or unique, but I'm kind of down. Whereas
Still haven't
Kanye, you
seen
never
that
know what
show.
you're gonna get. It's literally a show that was written by like an AI that was like
starring Tyra Banks, right?
No, it's Agent Cody Banks.
Of course. It's the outer one. Get it. I
There
get
you
it.
go.
Featuring Lloyd
All right.
Banks.
Yeah, there we go. There
Lil
we go.
Banks?
Lil
That late
Banks.
Lil Banks?
Lil Banks.
His latest
dude.
EP is hot. It's hot.
But Outer Banks
Up
is
in this bank.
Outer Banks is nuts. Donda's better. Certified Lover Boy.
New
It's
Kendrick
alright.
feat.
It's a Drake album.
Song
Oh, that new
was on.
Kendrick song was sick.
Shit on both of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't hear that yet.
100%.
There's a new Kendrick song?
Check it
Yeah,
out.
with Baby Keem.
I've got another side note too. There's an unreleased Donda song that had Andre 3000 in it. It's about 6.5 minutes long. Did you guys
Yep.
hear that?
No, I
Drake
did not.
Didn't
like
Drake drop
leak
that?
it?
Drake leaked it or something. I
Yeah.
heard a friend of a friend sent me the Reddit link, which I will totally send you, and you can listen to it because the song's actually really fucking good. And you can tell it was totally supposed to be in the Donda album because they say Donda a couple times and rhyme off it. So
Oh, sick.
it could be the best song on Donda, and it's not even on Donda.
I feel like that happens with Kanye's albums a lot, where there's just kind of
He can just add it later.
yeah, he can just add it later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix wolves, dude.
He's also gonna add album artwork maybe when he re-releases it.
Yeah,
We'll see.
maybe. All right, boys. Well, hell of a week for music. A little bit slower on the sports, but before we get into that, Matt, I'm gonna ask you real quick, what's your deal, bro?
Damn. Well, my deal was going to be the Drake album, but I just kind of went into it.
Oh, all right. That's all right.
I can do something else. It's okay.
Say we could
Got
pivot.
something?
My deal is I was doing a lot of traveling out in the woods this weekend,
Ooh,
Nice, dude.
getting in mountain shape, you know. 'Cause
Hell
I'm going
yeah.
up to the Wyoming border with my brother later this week. So we're going to try to
Nice.
take down an elk. I don't know if I'm allowed to say
Ooh.
that on a podcast.
I think you can.
It's all
like-
proper permits and
Yeah,
licenses.
everything's
legal.
Everything's Gucci.
I don't know. I don't want to turn off half of our fan base, you know, but
hey, you know, a
all
little bit
six
of
of
hunting,
them
a
will
little bit of
probably
hunting
six
ain't
of
too
them
bad.
gonna walk
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hunting. If you're gonna go out there and you know go get the elk and pack it back home and all that stuff, that's
Yeah.
Hey,
Build a
that's
freezer,
how-
baby.
nature intended. Friend.
exactly.
Exactly.
Cleanest way to get food, honestly.
Yes,
But I
sir.
thought about adding this because this is something that I would have told myself, like, what the fuck is your deal? Because I'm actually going to miss week 1 because of it. So
Oh,
I don't
we
think
got-
I've done that
Whoa.
since I was probably single digit age. So I would ask myself, like, what's your deal, dude?
Yeah.
What is your
What's
deal?
your
Are you
deal,
okay?
Yeah, what is your deal, man? Are you all right?
Zach Spivey asks, bow, arrow, gun, trident.
Harpoon. Archery. Yeah. I'm going with my brother. It's his tag. I don't know how to shoot a bow. So I'm just going to be
You're gonna
prepared
learn
help
today.
Back it out.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Learn
You're
today.
observing,
Nice.
baby.
My season is later.
There you go. Fuck yeah, man.
So,
That sounds super exciting.
I'll go ahead and ask Tom then. Tom, what's your deal, dude?
All right, my deal, dude. So I was going to be more prepared for this segment, but there's this really cool new movie. And I don't know how much you guys are into this because I brought this up. This is now 2 episodes in a row. Maybe this is just my thing. There's a new horror movie that's coming out, and it's on Hulu right now. You can watch it.
Horror movie?
Spooky.
Horror.
Wait, there's horrors in it?
There's horse.
I don't think we're allowed to show that or
Horrific.
talk about
Sign
it.
me up.
You went to study
What kind of-
horticulture?
kind of movie?
No, it's a horror movie, and it's I don't know, a psychedelic horror movie, I guess, maybe a proper way of describing it. But what's the movie, Colby, you'll know, with Natalie Portman, the recent Annihilation. So
Love
I
that
only
movie.
watched the trailer. I haven't watched this movie yet, so I'm gonna throw this at you three and anyone listening right now. I think it's called In the Earth, right? I texted it.
It
to
is
you.
called In the Earth, and we have the
Earth.
trailer live, ready to go. Tom, are you
So
ready?
I'll cue it up, but just really quick, it looks in the same vein, just some strange stuff. And when I watch the trailer, I don't really know how I'm gonna feel about watching this movie. It's gonna make me very scared and confused, and I'm really excited to watch it. So I thought we'd share the trailer because my roommates literally watched that and said, I don't want to watch that right now. We can maybe watch that later.
Okay.
But right now, that seems a little weird. So we're gonna watch it this week, though. It's gonna happen. So if you want to roll the clip, let's watch the trailer.
All right, let's roll the clip. Here we go, boys.
He told me his story. These are his memories.
Forest Hill.
Can you feel him now? In the earth?
No, I don't know what you mean.
I think you do.
So what are you working on?
Searching ways of making crops more efficient.
Funny place to study crops in a forest.
We had to send a rescue party in to get a group out a couple of months ago. They got lost.
Why didn't they use GPRS?
There's no phone reception in there. People get a bit funny in the woods sometimes.
You worried she's gonna get you?
Yeah, who is it?
It's a local folk tale. She's the spirit of the woods. Wake up. Something's there. Listen. Someone's watching us. I saw something in the woods. It wants to talk.
What do you want?
Everything seems to just keep us here.
All right, I'm a little spooked, dude.
Is that what's your take on it? I want everyone's what's their opinion on that trailer?
I'm down.
I hate scary movies, dude.
I know, John. I'm sorry. I know that's not your cup of tea.
No, it looks sick. I like it. Also, it might be the fact that I'm a little bit high right now, but like
what?
The trippy rain coming back up.
I know.
Love the attention to detail on like the S's all upside down and overturned and stuff like that. I could be into it. This could be a scary movie that John does want to watch.
You gotta when you go into a movie like that, you gotta accept that it's gonna be kind of a ride. You know, like you're not necessarily gonna be like having a great time. This is so much like it's gonna be some weird fucked up shit, and you're gonna be happy later because your brain's gonna be like, that was quite a thing I just watched.
It reminds me of, did you watch Mandy with Nicolas Cage?
Yes,
that
the one.
movie
His girlfriend gets
crazy.
kidnapped by like some demonic fucking.
They're like
weirdos.
psychedelic, crazy clique that is like taking this like bunk acid and crazy.
Is that the one where he's like, Annihilation? Not the bees?
No,
that's the Wicker Man. That's a classic, Matt.
Oh, right.
Not the bees. Oh, can I sidebar my what's the deal? Did you guys ever see Willy's Wonderland yet? It's on fucking Amazon. It's the newest trash horror movie with Nicolas Cage. No, I also watched that this week. Nicolas Cage, his car breaks down in the middle of nowhere, and some mechanic says he can work off the debt to fix his car, and he has to clean a kid's amusement restaurant play area,
Hmm.
but the robots may or may not be possessed.
Oh, it's like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Whoa.
It's
Yeah.
the
very
bots.
it is very
Not
it is
the
a movie
bots.
version of Five Nights at Freddy's. But look up Willy's Wonderland. That also was quite a thing to watch.
Five Nights
That
at
was fun.
Freddy's is scary. It's a fucking horror game.
Yeah,
I
that game is
would wa-
nuts. That game is
Yeah.
nuts.
Watched a bit of that.
Chuck
Yeah,
E. Cheese. The
Spivey
Return,
said, yeah,
exactly.
Chuck E. Cheese The Return is exactly what
That is
is.
the bit
Yeah.
of Willy's Wonderland. But I will say, if you hate Nicolas Cage, you might still like this movie because he says 0 words in the entire movie, and he is the main character.
What?
His character is just called the janitor, almost like
Interesting.
I
like in a wild, like a Western, The Stranger, but he's the
Okay.
janitor. That's kind of
Okay.
the deal. He's very mysterious.
All right, I'm down for that. Well, fuck yeah.
Yeah, dude, check him out. Check him out. There's
All
some
right,
good
dude.
ones out
This
there, man.
this is like your horror hour, dude.
I know. I'm
Horror
sorry.
hour.
It's probably gonna be some
Yeah, horror hour is a different hour.
Like hockey
It's a
hour,
different
but
kind
it's
of hour.
horror hour.
hockey hour.
horror
I just
hour.
can't get over horticulture. That's still my favorite joke. All right. Real quick though, John, what's your deal?
Oh boy. Well, like everybody, I was kind of scrambling for a deal towards the end there, but luckily you ask the Twitterverse and it will give you something.
Hey,
Nice.
I came across a video that was so heartwarming and something that I know that humanity needed today. And it comes in the way of Steve from Blue's Clues, my guy, from Blue's Clues. Last we saw Steve, he was getting on the bus, going away to college. Well, he's back. And he has a really heartfelt message for the pretty much the entire world. And I thought it was great. I thought it was just kind of one of those cool, like, I mean, because Nick Jr. tweets it out and then like it gets to Barstool. And I mean, everybody latches onto it. It's just like, hey, the moment we needed today. And it was just him giving a good old message about like, look at where we were and look at where we are now. We've got jobs, we've got families, we're moving on, we're moving up. He's like, y'all look great. Keep doing what you do. And it's like something about the Blue's Clues 25th anniversary. So maybe we might see a little bit more of Steve coming up. So
Oh boy,
Did he have
that's
hair?
exciting.
no, he's actually wearing this sick gray cap that has a green crown on it that I know is going to be fucking hot soon. I kind of want to get in on it.
Ooh,
before anybody
okay.
else.
'Cause remember when he left and that was the big thing? They're like, Steve was balding, so he had to go to college.
He's
He was
definitely
over.
bald.
Okay. I wanted to check
wait,
on
was
the
that
situation.
actually why you
Yeah,
got like
so
fired
this was
from
like
the show?
this was like early days of YouTube, so there was really, like that kind of age of internet.
Right.
So you couldn't really confirm anything. But it was he was addicted to drugs or he was balding and it was time to go to college. And then Joe came. So confirmed that Steve's a bald guy. How did he look though? Like, was he healthy?
Healthy. He looks. I
Was
mean,
he
he
gaunt?
looks good.
Did he graduate?
Oh,
He did.
Yeah, what did he get his
He
degree in?
graduated. He's on and up. Well, he just tells you he graduated. He graduated.
From where?
Maybe,
I
yeah,
mean,
from
he
where?
graduated. He
Did
graduated
it take him this whole time to
With-
graduate?
with honors.
cool.
With honors.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wow.
Changed
Circa,
everything.
circa, come loudly. You know how. you know,
Perfect. Yeah,
college.
absolutely. All that,
Ah.
all that good stuff. All the good stuff.
What a frat.
Oh,
Oh my
goodness,
God.
goodness
I come-
gracious.
I come from Circa Come Softly.
Oh boy, we're already off the rails in the
Oh
finale.
my God! I'm
Ladies
gonna
and
get us out of here
gentlemen,
real
hey.
quick. Look,
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Colby,
Yes,
what the
sir.
fuck is your deal, dude?
My deal, dude. So mine is actually similar to Matt's, kind of in the same vein. So my dad and I have a tradition every year. Once a year, we go dove hunting. So September 1st is dove hunting open season. Basically, you go hunt doves and you cook them. And I made a phenomenal dinner last night of some like garlic, parsley, mint, dove breasts. They were delicious. They were so
Yeah.
fucking good. So once again, don't mean to alienate all of 9 of our viewers here.
Right.
But-
We just lost 2.
Hey, if you go out and get your
We're sorry.
if you go get your meat fresh and you hunt it, it's better than getting it from the grocery store. So
Amen,
Or-
brother.
True.
that's the way
Very
to
true.
do it. It's ethical. You're helping by buying your license. You're helping the environment. It's actually a pretty big deal. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, we don't do it all the time. It's like a yearly tradition. I've done it since I was like 11. So
I think
it was
it's
very
beautiful.
fun to do. Yeah, it's
The only
beautiful, fun thing to
correction
do.
I would make is it's not hunting, it's hunting.
Hunting.
We went dove hunting. Spivey said, "Where do I hunt dino nuggets?"
Your
Those
local
ones,
McDonald's.
yeah, McDonald's or maybe like a local chicken farm or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you could maybe make like Dove dino nuggets. You just have to be really good with a knife, you know. Gotta
I was
cut
gonna say
that might be pretty fun and educational.
absolutely.
Gordon Ramsay would take that dish that you served and charge $39.99 for it. So
If
I
not even
like what you
more.
got going on.
Exactly,
I like
man.
What you got.
Sounds you've really like the last few weeks just getting into cooking.
It is, dude.
The
Yeah.
finer things. Colby's
Yep.
just
He's
becoming a
evolving
man
in front
before
of
our
us.
very
Growing
eyes.
up, dude. I'm going to
You gotta-
wine bars. I'm cooking my own dinners. I'm like making
So they're all
marinated
buying
meats.
it, right, Colby? They're buying it.
They're all buying it, dude. It's working. It's working. It's working.
Did we? All right, sorry if I forgot, but
No,
did we talk
please.
about what the like kind of what we're doing this show?
We
This
have
episode's
not
all
really
about?
covered it. I'm down to give the
let's discuss
agenda.
the
So,
plan.
so the plan for this show, obviously, this is a sports podcast, so we will get into a little bit of sports. However, it's the season finale, and we kind of want to reminisce on some of the stuff that we've done over not only this season, but the previous 2 seasons of the A-Gap. And if you look at Spotify, they're not necessarily labeled season 1 and season 2, but you can see there's a considerable time gap between, I think it's episode, I don't know, like 8 and episode 9. So those are the seasons that we're working with. So we're going to go back and reminisce on a few of our favorite moments from the previous seasons, and then also reminisce on some just parts of our lives that we loved playing sports, playing football, baseball.
Also, the beginning of football. We're celebrating
that
the
too.
beautiful beginning of a beautiful thing, which is the NFL has begun. Week 1.
It has
Been
begun.
right up.
It is literally
We're all celebrating.
also
Everybody that's watching and listening.
when we started this season, we were 100 days out exactly from the NFL season. It was June 1st. We were 100 days out. We are now a mere 2 days away from football. So I will drink
Cheers
to
to
that. Cheers. Bottom. So
Oh,
now
we will
that
be
hydrated.
live from Jerry World on Thursday.
exactly, yes, we will be live from Jerry World with virtual backgrounds and all, maybe.
Yep.
We're gonna do it.
Uh,
We're gonna do it
on
right.
Thursday. We're not sure what time, so go ahead and give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram, and we'll let you know what time.
We're gonna do it before the game.
Before the game that starts at 5:15,
Oh fuck. Guess we're doing it after the game.
or
That's a
maybe
good point.
halftime. Maybe halftime check-in.
Ooh, a little halftime stream.
A little halftime,
Yeah.
and we might even do. I mean, we got to talk about this, I think, off stream, but we might even do a watch along, which basically means we'll turn the game on. You guys turn the game on. We can't stream the game, but we can live react, watch it together, have a little interactive, fun football watching time. So that's also a possibility.
Honestly, we're gonna be trying some new stuff as the football season
Absolutely.
begins. If you guys want to jump in and join us while we do this, then we'll know that you guys are interested, and then we'll see what sticks. You know, just trying to get some more content out there, some more A-Gap into your ears.
good save.
Good
I was
save.
about
Good
to say
job. Well done.
a-holes, but you know,
In your
I said,
ear
yeah.
holes.
Yeah,
Ooh.
in your ear holes. There we go.
Spivey wants to know, Matt, can you do a John Madden voice?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh. All right. Let me work on that for Thursday. I can't
Ooh.
workshop it on the air, you know.
All right. That is fair.
Real quick to satisfy the question. Can,
You're a sneak preview there.
can we all just give us our best? Whoop! Rumbling,
Rumbling, bumbling,
Football
stumbling.
season's back, baby.
We're here,
It
baby.
is back.
All
as
right.
fuck.
We're diving in. It's week 1. Also, I said it before.
John
I'm going to
Madden.
say it again. Thursday, come back. Maybe Sunday. We got to figure that part out. But throughout the season, we will be doing Sunday morning streams as well. So tune in for those as well. In the Sunday show, we're going to be doing basically like up to the minute updates, betting lines, covering every single matchup before it all comes out. So moving on to NFL prep, aka there's not a lot really going on in the NFL. There was no preseason games. There's been a couple additions, drops, nothing too crazy. There was one today, if you guys want to hop into this just real quick, just because it's top of
Latavius.
mind. Latavius Murray was dropped from the New Orleans Saints.
There's a little bit of a storyline to that too, from my understanding. They asked him to take a pay cut, and he said no. So, what does that mean? Where does he go? Doesn't he have the best? It was his best season last season, so could end up anywhere, even on your team.
Yep, it's gonna be interesting.
Where do you guess he's gonna go? I'm gonna say Baltimore Ravens.
Great guess.
Did they just sign somebody today? Oh, they signed Le'Veon today.
What?
No way.
Google it, dude. I swear to God, I don't know why I didn't bring this up earlier.
Google it.
How did we not find that out? Oh my God,
Yeah.
we're bad at our job. We're prepping.
I'm pretty sure
horror
Le'Veon is a
movie trailers
Raven
and
now.
images to show to everybody.
That's what we call in the industry a tee up.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
Maybe check it.
Wow.
All those
They're
Gus
signing
Bus owners might get a little more disappointed, even though I don't think Le'Veon's going to do jack shit.
They're
But
signing
of
him
course
to
he
the
won't.
practice squad.
practice
Okay.
squad deal.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
Yeah,
But
it
he's on the
does.
roster.
He'll be probably on the team week 4.
If he
easily.
doesn't suck ass at practice.
True. I mean, he wasn't terrible for the Chiefs. He didn't play very much.
Wasn't he bad for the Chiefs? Am I wrong? Am I remembering that
He's
wrong?
washed.
Oh,
But-
There you go.
Oh.
There you go.
Washed.
Also, I feel like I'm surprised he's even on the roster because after calling out Andy Reid, that's kind of the I thought that
Yeah.
was a death sentence.
Yeah, dude, shut up. Don't talk about Andy Reid
One of
that
the most
way.
notoriously difficult to work with running backs is calling out the most likable coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bold strategy,
Yeah.
Cotton. Let's
Yeah.
see if this pays off.
Andy Reid is bringing him coal this holiday season, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
jeez.
No burgers for Le'Veon Bell, dude.
All right, I'm gonna change my Latavius Murray pick to not the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
That's not where he's going anymore.
The Rams
It's
still,
not what you
because Sony
think.
Michel
Rams
is also
could
kind of
work.
washed.
Falcons, is Gallman that big of a bolster to the squad?
I don't really know what the Falcons are
yeah,
going to do
Falcons
in general.
be interesting.
I was going to talk about the Squawk Talk, but I don't know. I'm concerned with the Falcons. I don't know.
I don't know why I'm like struggling to
Matty
find
Ice.
teams with
Open up.
shitty running backs. I think just because we.
Fucking the Buccaneers.
Oh my God!
Oof.
Just add to the confusion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just add to the left.
Ronald Jones, you got playoff Lenny, and you got Gio Bernard.
Yeah.
Gio Bernard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can you
Latavius
draft
in
any of
there.
those players? You
Yeah.
can't. You just can't.
You just have one running back for each down. Ooh. Kalen Paree said Patriots.
Ooh.
But the Patriots just traded
Colin
away
Free,
a
excuse
running
me.
back. They just traded away. But Sony
True.
Michel could be trash though, so we don't know.
So
Yeah,
they got
I don't
Damian
want to get him
Harris. They
playing
got
bad.
what's his name? Ramondre Stevenson.
Stevenson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Interesting.
There's another
Make
one.
it
I thought there
work.
was one other NFL team that was question mark.
Seahawks. I mean, Chris Carson's pretty fucking good.
Chris
though.
Carson got re-signed this
Who is
season.
Oh,
who's
he did.
Saquon's backup?
I
Not
drafted
Wayne
him in
Gallman
our
anymore.
league because he's a little handcuff.
Well, cool.
I forget his name though. I do forget his name. Here, fill the airwaves. I'll try and
All
find
right,
his name.
I will go on record, just so we can have a bad take to laugh at.
Oh, I
later.
like that.
And I'll go ahead and say he's going to go to the New York Football Giants.
Ooh,
That's not terrible. It's not terrible. What are the Jets doing at running back?
Devontae
They've
Booker is his name.
Carter,
They got
right? Carter
Ty
Jr.
Johnson. They got Carter, and they got somebody else. They're pretty thin.
Pretty thin.
They've got
You'd be
nobody
surprised.
proven on their roster.
Hmm.
That could work. That could work. But honestly, like, okay, I'm gonna ask you this question: is Latavius Murray really that big of an ad? Is he gonna
No.
be your RB1?
No.
So Tony Jones was already the RB2 on that roster.
Tony.
So everyone was drafting Latavius Murray, but Tony Jones is the guy.
So funny.
Yep.
So glad
the
I haven't
cuff.
been fucked by something like that thus far. Week 1's coming right up. We're all of our best players. are
Speaking of
hurt,
getting
so.
fucked, I thought this was funny, not to delve too much into personal fantasy stories, but we had a buddy named Kevin who's been in this chat many times.
yes.
He auto drafted in a 14-man league last night, and ESPN fucked him and gave him 4 quarterbacks.
4.
I didn't know.
Total.
I didn't know ESPN auto draft would do that to a person.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's funny because we had 2 guys auto draft, and one of them was set up pretty nicely.
Got
Yeah.
a
Pretty
Got a
decent
really
team.
nice
what
team.
a good team.
Probably couldn't have drafted better, to be honest. And Kevin got 4 quarterbacks, including Baker Mayfield and Ben Roethlisberger. So,
Oh
Yikes.
my
Man.
God.
rip
He's
Kev.
got- Rip Kev.
Guys,
Oh.
Playing Kev.
I've never seen auto draft fuck somebody.
And
I've always
I
seen it
noticed-
be very
never.
fair, very diplomatic, good value. I've never seen it just go quarterback, kicker, quarterback.
Yeah. He has
Yeah.
on his bench, he has 2 position players, 4 quarterbacks. Or 3 quarterbacks, because he has 1 in his starting lineup, but still.
Yeah.
Fucking insane.
This is
It's
probably not the
awesome.
appropriate time to say this, but I did reach out to Kevin. Still have not heard back.
Yikes. Okay.
Yikes.
All right. Well,
If anyone in San Diego,
prayers up
he's
to
a very
Kevin.
handsome drunk man. Just let me know.
Is he in
Fucking tag
SD
the
right now?
podcast.
Yeah,
He's
he
in SD.
is.
Okay, yeah.
We need Kennedy to go find him. Kennedy, go
Lost,
find
dude.
Kevin in the streets.
We'll do a welfare
please.
check.
Yeah, dude. we need a welfare check, please. Just want to know he's okay.
Yeah, seriously. All right. Well, we kind of already got into it, but I think we're ready for the ignored and unrequested fantasy segment here.
Hell yeah.
Thank God draft week is over. If anybody out there still asked to
Jesus.
draft, prayers up. You still have
You
one more
still do?
draft.
I have
Matt,
2 tomorrow.
how many
at the
drafts
same
are in?
time.
Let's go around.
2 drafts tomorrow.
Let's go around the horn,
Matt.
Matt. How many leagues you in?
7.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
5,
Fucking
and,
addict.
and the 5 feels fucked up. The 5 feels like way too much. 100%.
Yeah.
Woo.
I
How many are
agree.
you in, Colby?
3. That's all I
How
need.
many-
3.
How many are you in, John?
3.
Oh
One.
no.
So
With my
on the
friends.
Oh,
on the
Kennedy's in the
crazy
chat.
scale, we've
He's
got
in Folsom
Matt at
for
the
good.
farthest end.
Oh, Kennedy,
Sorry.
you're in Folsom. Let's hang out, dude.
Yo, you're right down the road from me, my guy.
Doesn't he live
Yeah,
right
dude.
here? Yeah.
Okay, back on track. What were you saying about your team, John? Or your league?
I'm only in one league. That's our 14-team nightmare that we always do.
League of deplorable
Smart
gentlemen.
men.
It's
Smart
a
men.
tradition more than anything now. Matt, what got into your brain when you decided to
Yes.
agree to
That's what I wanna
7
know.
fucking fantasy leagues?
That's what I want to know. And
I
the
think
people.
above all, I'm just like a little bit of a people pleaser. So when people ask me,
See,
I'm like,
totally
yeah,
agree
I
with
would
this
love
statement.
to
I totally
join.
agree with this.
and then it's gotten
I
really
love
bad
it.
because every single league that I'm in, I was already in one big money league, and now everybody else wants to up the purse for theirs.
Yikes.
So now I'm paying like $1,000 legitly. In
For all, I
fantasy
was gonna
football
ask if
investments
you feel
this
comfortable
year.
at
for getting
Feel
kicked in the
comfortable.
dick for
Yeah,
being
just for
league
getting
paid
kicked in the
$1,000.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm a masochist.
$1,000.
One of them was ex Telium, which was my last company league, and they said, "Do you want to join?" And I said, "No, I'm already in 6." And they said, "Fuck you, you should join." And I said, "Okay."
He said
All right,
yes.
fine.
Matt,
to rope
what's
me
the
in.
exact total? How many dollars are going to be invested into 7 different fantasy leagues this season?
I think
Exactly.
the number
if you
is.
feel comfortable,
I
if you
think
don't feel comfortable,
yeah.
it's all good. It's all good.
I think the number is $850.
Wow.
Yeah.
To get kicked in the
Wow.
dick.
800. Yeah, when Matt doesn't make playoffs, now you'll make playoffs, and you're playing a numbers game. You got 7 fucking leagues, dude.
Play playoffs in one of them, hopefully.
If you win one of
Just as
them,
long
do
as
you
it's not
recoup?
ours.
Do you at least break even?
No, there's like a very specific one I have to win to recoup.
You're in 7, but you only care about 1.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
breadwinner.
the give me the in the chat, what's the most that you guys have been in at once? Like most fantasy leagues.
Yes. Everyone in the chat, everyone is watching. How many leagues are you in? Can we do a poll? I think we can do a poll.
We could do a
I'm with-
poll. I gotta figure out how to do it. I haven't done it in a
I
while.
thought it's in here. Where
Here we
the
go.
fuck is-
Poll.
Axel
I get-
has me to a T. I'm a monogamous man, all right? One fantasy at a
One
time,
league
all
guy.
right? Just
Very
one.
loyal.
7?
Oh my
Zach?
God.
Zach, you're part of
Never
the
again.
problem, dude. You're part of the problem.
The lucky 7 club.
dude.
Man. I just
If
don't
you
know-
feel comfortable with this Spivey special, would you say how much financially you're in? You can also tell me to fuck off.
Fuck off, Tom.
John, you're not him, okay?
But you said, okay.
Let's
I'm
do
confused
this
by
here.
these rules, Tom. You just need to
Oh,
have
that's
a
the
stand
most
up
Zach has been in. Okay, he was in 7 one season. He only
I
is
feel
in
like
2. Okay,
3
good.
is a sweet spot. 3 is
3
nice.
feels great.
Yeah.
All right, the poll has been started, ladies and gentlemen. How many fantasy
All
leagues
right.
are you in? 1 to 3, 3 to 5, 5 to 6, 7 to 8, or 8 plus? Let us know in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and vote because why not? Everybody
5, it
can
was a
cast your vote.
nightmare, dude. If 5's a nightmare, I'm really concerned for this season.
Dude,
I think
I've
done 4.
done 4 and I still hated 4.
Woo.
4 was a lot. It was
The
a
worst
All right, I'm
is
lot.
voting,
when
I'm
you
voting.
completely put off
Wow.
waiver wire
Eric's down
until
14
Tuesday
hundo.
night. Whoa, dude.
What the fuck?
Yeah, when you put out
Shoo.
waiver wire, yeah. Dude, have you ever won back what you've put in, Cannon, or no? Let's see. Axel has never been in more than one,
1,400.
but this is our 14th year.
Talk about
I
enjoying
love
a
that.
good kick in the dick.
Love a
Yes,
14-year
exactly, dude. He is taking that shit every year.
I love a 14-year league. That's super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
True.
Is it still like super
awesome.
archaic scoring, or have you guys updated the scoring kind of like going on?
They check the box scores in the newspaper the next day, and then they figure it all out.
It's all pen and paper.
All pen and paper, you know.
Oh, he said not in football. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. For
What is it?
Eric-
That much.
for
Yeah,
Eric.
what league are you?
He said he makes all his money in basketball.
Ah.
There you go.
You want to be in a basketball league because we need some.
No,
people.
he's so good. I bet.
Yeah,
Actually, we
take-
need someone to
take
beat
him in there.
Travis.
Let's get him
We
in
need
there. I
someone
would
to
love
beat
to have that.
Travis. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We really need
I
somebody to
took-
beat
we really
Travis.
do.
I
Hashtag
took
fuck
Travis as
Travis
far as I could too,
2021.
and man, this kid, he just sits there and
I'm
crunches numbers
down.
all day.
Yeah,
All he
that's
does.
what he does.
Sounds
It's
great.
100% what he does. Okay, so now we're talking fantasy. We're already into it. I have
We're
a
in it.
question for you
We're in it.
guys. It's a little bit personal, but I just want to know. Explain to me, because everybody after the draft, you feel like your team is perfect. You're gonna win. Explain to me. Give me an elevator pitch as to why your team is gonna win your league this year. Pick one league, one team.
The one league that I'm
I guess,
in, I'm just-
John, you can
no.
start.
No, I'm not. I don't feel good because
You don't feel
like
good?
I told
I feel like you have a good
everybody.
team, John. I feel like you have a good team.
Hey, like I said, you guys all draft weird. You all draft because you have personal ties to like these players, and none of the mock drafts that I did ended up giving.
Dude.
Like I didn't even come close. I think I got the best of a bad situation. And I will make it work. I'm excited about the season, but man, being 12th in a 14-man league is fucking rough. So
She will
Yeah.
riseth from the ashes.
true. Don't call it a comeback, bro.
Don't call
There
it
we
comeback,
go,
man.
there
No
we
one
go.
sees the 12th pick coming up.
All right, Matt's up
I'll
next.
go
He's got his
next.
hand raised. What do you got,
Fucking Jordan Belfort over here.
kid?
I'll go ahead and go next. I'm feeling pretty good about my the 8-team league we're in.
Same.
all right.
Same.
I'm actually also proud of the name. I hadn't seen this anywhere else. I have Trey Sermon, and my name is Artificial Insemination.
Oh, that's
So
wonderful.
Perfect.
I'm feeling pretty good about that one. And basically, I'm just gonna say that it's very, very stacked because it's an 8-man league. So you look at your team, you think it's the sickest team you ever seen. You look at everybody else's, they're also pretty sick, but I think mine's just a tad bit sicker. So that's why I think I'm gonna win it all.
Nice.
All right. Okay.
That's my pitch. I really
All
got
right.
every other one. I kind of feel not so good about. All the other 6 don't
Oh
feel
my
as good
God.
about.
Yikes. Big yikes. Tom, you know which one you want?
I feel great about all of them, but don't we all though, right? You know, when we leave it. Obviously, I had a good strategy this year, and the whole fucking DK Metcalf just kept showing up on my team. So Matt, I'm right there with you when you drafted him last night. But I'm also a big Jonathan Taylor guy. Now that I'm done drafting, I just think Jonathan Taylor's gonna have a great year, dude. I think he can contend for top 5.
Okay.
Taking the JTT fantasy name.
I can't do the JTT fantasy
That's
name
true.
because we had somebody last year do it.
That's
So
true.
I also, at least if we're getting into this, I drafted Brandon Ayuk. So as of right now, I'm Ayukin.
Nice. All right, that's
I like
good.
that.
I like that. That's
I also found a GIF
wonderful.
that I'm going to be able to make as my profile picture of Ken from Street Fighter doing the Ayukin.
Good
So it's
deal.
going to be
fuck
sick.
yes.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
get into that though. If you guys want to start the team names thing, we can do into that. But
Oh, we can do that in a minute.
go ahead, Colby. What are you stoked about, Colby?
I'm actually excited for our 14-man league. Surprisingly,
Nice. The League of the Deplorable Gentlemen.
I am.
That's
And
the
it's-
biggest trophy. Maybe not the
I
biggest
know.
payout.
It's because it's the league that I had already done my other 2 drafts, and we have the poll update. Sorry, I want to update everybody. So the poll looks like the most people are in 1 to 3. So we have 4 people in chat that are in 1 to 3 leagues, 2
All the
people
same
in 3 to
people.
5, and then a couple people that mentioned they were in 7. So holy shit. So I like the 14-man league team. I have Dalvin Cook. I've never had him before. I'm very
Should be
excited
good,
about that.
as long as
Hopefully he
doesn't get
stays.
fucking hurt.
He
Dude.
always gets hurt, and I'm just hoping he can
Do
stay
you
healthy.
get
and have
worried
fun.
about Kirk and just the Vikings as a whole? With picking
A
someone
little
that high?
bit, not too bad though. No, I mean, because Dalvin Cook is the best player on their team, so he's gonna get the ball.
True.
And granted, yeah, if they're down, they're probably gonna pass it. But Kirk Cousins
But
gets
he's a
scared
pass
and he
catcher, though.
dumps
That's
it.
the
He
whole
just
thing
dumps it
about
over to Dalvin.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm just
Dalvin
excited. 'Cause
don't.
I picked a lot of people I didn't pick in my other leagues. My other two teams are kind of similar. Whereas this league, I was like, I was drafting like 3 and 4 in a lot of the snakes, and so I wanted to fucking try different shit.
I've got a question I want to bring up because it's something that I thought about being in 5 leagues this year, and there's a lot of people with a lot of leagues. Do you draft your many teams the same? Do you want to have kind of your guys on every team so you can on Sunday root for that one group, or do you want to diversify your assets? What do you think, Matt? I'll throw it to you, Mr. fucking 7 leagues.
I typically do try to have a lot of the same guys.
See, that's what I was going for.
It doesn't work out a lot of the time, but I like to because I don't want to root for every single player in the league.
Yeah, it's not fun. Yeah.
I want to have, so actually, as a transition, we'll get into this in a sec. I want to have those guys be my guys.
My guys.
My guys. You know, guys that, you know, I feel like I crush harder on them if I have them in a bunch of leagues. And then the next year, I'm like, those are my guys, my ride or dies.
My guys.
What do you guys think? I think you could go either way, though. I think maybe next year I'll try to diversify a little bit more, but
see,
there's always like a list of players I try to be like, I want them on every team.
I'm with Spivey. I'm with Spivey.
Go ahead. I'm not a hedger. I want to stay the same guys.
I like the hedge. So I'll read what Spivey said. Spivey said, got a hedge. Nothing more fun than rooting for a guy to get a very specific number of points. I get it, but also I like it's easier to like follow if you have all one team, but I've done that for the last few years and one guy gets hurt and you're fucked. Like
True.
if you get Devontae Adams on 2 teams and he gets hurt this year, you're fucked, right? And so I tried to kind of avoid that this year. We'll see how it turns out. It's going to be a lot harder to follow on Red Zone, thinking like, oh shit, do I have that guy? Do I have this guy? Do I have that guy? Holy shit, I don't know what's going on. But it'll be a lot of fun, and I'm excited for it. So
Eric C is right. I am a big time homer. There's also nothing worse than like having Tyreek Hill and also going against Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, it feels bad.
You know?
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
why having some solid guys, you know, then you can keep it straight.
I do want to get into the my guy thing because a few comments ago, not the Charlie Garner and Jeff Garcia comment, but Eric C in an auction league, he said we went to fucking Storage Wars for George Kittle, so we were just bidding each other up.
What did he sell for?
He's like mid to low 30s, something like that.
But you guys were
not
back
crazy,
and forth.
but we were going back and forth. He ended up getting them. But I wanted to get into like, who are those my guys that you guys will just like overpay for no matter what?
This season in general?
Yeah.
I was willing to do that for Jonathan Taylor, Gibson. I think Gibson is another one. I think he's going to have a very good season. For some reason, I decided I was like the opposite of that for all the big wide receivers except for Calvin Ridley. Darren
Waller. I drafted Waller real early.
38 for Kittle. 38 for
30.
Kittle doesn't feel that bad to me, honestly. Just from
I'm wondering what I got him for in our league because I got him in our league. I'm gonna try and track it down.
Yeah, how much? If it's
I'm
under
gonna
30, you gotta steal.
Darren Waller is a Spivey special, my guy.
Darren Waller, dude. Darren Waller's gonna have a wonderful year, I assume.
AJ Brown is a my guy.
AJ Brown,
My guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to track down my fucking
honestly
email,
avoiding him.
my ESPN draft. Here we go. Draft results. Oh,
What about
no,
you, Johnny?
wrong
Is
email.
there anybody
Keep
that
going.
you were like, that's a my guy I have to have on my team?
I tried to like see who I had even last year, and I feel like I've got a team of new faces, so it's kind of a
I heard some frustration when some other
Well,
people
Yeah, I
made some
know.
picks.
I picked up some guys that John was not happy that I picked them up.
there. I mean, that's the thing about drafting 12 is that on the back end of it, I have fucking 24 picks between me and my next pick. So it's just, I mean, I've got some good names. Like I'm excited about Chubb. I think he'll have a good year. But then I've got like question marks like Prescott. Is he gonna be playing at the top tier? Is he gonna be playing?
I
at
feel
a high
okay
level?
about Prescott. I don't really, yeah.
I just hope that
Overall,
shoulder isn't an issue the whole season.
It
That's
could
what
be
I'm
a
saying.
problem, but I don't know. I just see him figuring it out. He's gonna have at least a couple of good weeks until he gets hurt.
Why was his shoulder an issue?
I don't know,
clue.
man.
No clue.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
I'm just not sure.
circling back, I got Kittle for $28 in our league.
Oh boy.
$10 discount. So.
Maybe I should have spent some more money.
It's all good, dude.
All right, it's an 8. It was an
okay
8
with it.
man.
I'm
Things
okay
are
with
weird
it.
in an 8 man. Things are weird in an 8 man.
But yeah, I am interested in Dak's shoulder though. Like, why was it an issue? And it was like immediately. I mean, we saw it on Hard Knocks in the first episode. He went to camp, started throwing, shoulder hurt. Like, did something happen in the off season? Is there something he wasn't telling the training staff? It's kind of
find
weird.
out, dude.
I
Who
guess
knows?
we will.
That's the
we
best.
don't need to dwell
the best
on
part
it too hard.
we're gonna talk about this multiple times tonight, I bet. But everything related to fantasy, we have no fucking idea what's gonna
Never
happen
do.
until this Sunday. So we will all find out together. But Marquise Callaway, yeah, I've got one of my 5 teams has Marquise. I feel that's an interesting deep cut.
I was down on Deontay Johnson this year too.
You were down on him?
I was, yeah. No, I wanted him. Sorry,
you were down to get him.
I'm down for Deontay Johnson.
I know that the Steelers wide receivers. I am very confused on what's the play there.
I'm down.
I'm down, baby.
Oh, no,
Are you
I'm
down,
down
down,
for
down,
Deontay.
down,
Down.
So Eric C asked if we fuck with best ball drafts on DFS. I haven't gotten too much into the DFS world.
I've heard a lot about best ball drafts. It sounds like a fun idea.
It'd be fun if we all did one. Everyone that's in this chat and in this, this pod.
Everybody.
Maybe
the world.
If somebody wants to set that up.
Maybe we, yeah, I'd be down for a little A gap best ball. If Eric wants to set it up,
do
or
it with the fans,
or if we do,
fans, you know?
if we do A gap best ball, I think one of us probably has to set that up.
Or bat dick.
Or bat.
Yeah, Matt, figure that out.
We have a
dude.
bat dick league for
I
all
will
of you.
I will look into it.
All right.
There we go.
There
There we go.
I will talk to Eric C offline.
There we go. There we go. There we
Take
go.
that off.
There you go.
Take that off, Jam.
All right. Well, I think that was enough for the ignored and unrequested fantasy segment. It looks like Tom has one more thing to say.
Well, I just I wonder what our next part of this is. I feel like this is a very appropriate time to go into something I brought up earlier that we should talk about for anybody listening.
Yeah, for anybody listening,
maybe those ladies.
For any of the ladies, any of the significant others that are listening, partners that are listening, we just want to give a big thank you to you. If your partner is a fan of fantasy football or NFL in general, we just thank you, because you suffer through a lot, and we know what you suffer through because we put our partners through it as well. So, just be supportive. We love you. Keep being the best people you can be.
Also,
our partners, our neighbors,
our neighbors,
our relatives. You know, I'm on Zoom.
Everybody.
Yep.
On my one-on-one with my boss, and like I just don't fucking understand why Jimmy is doing it. You know, and he's like, I don't watch football. Man. I don't know what you're talking about.
As we go into this football season, let's accept that there are people in this world that don't give a fuck about football.
Nope.
And that's okay.
Or even despise it.
It's not our job to try and convert people into football fans. We are our own group. We have our own thing. So we just need to accept that that's not their thing, and we can enjoy it by ourselves and fellow football fans.
But don't
39
don't
days till
tell
hockey,
me
boys.
that you don't care. Like don't be the self-righteous ass. It's like, oh, you worship a bunch of people in costumes.
I've heard that. Like when I say my team did well, or
Yeah.
oh, we did well tonight, and someone says, "Are you on the team?"
Oh, what is this we?
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Been rooting for him for years. I am on the team. You sons of bitches.
I've known them longer than you, actually.
I'm more invested. I've been on the team longer than the players have.
That's actually valid for most sports franchises at this point. Oh, we got Jessica, dude. She's in the chat, dude.
Yeah, she
We
said
have-
she
we
said
have-
no.
Jess-
We're
all
talking
Jess
right
cares
to you.
about-
We're
all
talking
Jess
right to you.
cares about is
We're sorry.
nope. 39 days till hockey. That's all Jess cares about.
Oh,
No.
39 days.
Time to
until the
toughen
puck
up, eh?
drops. Oh, we're already tough there, eh? We just signed an
Start
assist.
getting those calluses, eh?
You guys don't give a fuck about hockey. I'll talk about
We'll get
hockey when
into it.
hockey
We'll get
season
into
We'll
it.
gets
get into
We'll have
hockey
time.
hour.
We'll have a time.
all right.
I'll play NHL all day.
There we go.
Let's get the Chell back
Let's
up.
get Chell. Let's get Chell going back, boys. All right. Well, fantasy segment is over, but now it is time for our deep dive on our favorite Bay Area football team, the San Francisco 49ers. It's time for Niners Nightly. Run the graphic.
Run it.
Sweet foghorn. Get that.
Oh, we'll get there.
I can't wait to watch that back and hear you guys in the background fucking jamming out to the music. Alrighty, boys. Well, the Niners signed Josh Norman. What are your thoughts? Stormin' Norman.
This is a kind of from the shoulders up signing is probably what I'm gonna say. Just
he a
it's
practice
veteran
squad guy?
presence. No, he's on the team. We signed him to a 1-year deal.
Old 53, eh?
Well, he's going to be a veteran presence. He's going to be a dude who's has a history of being able to get under offenses' skins.
True.
He was an All-Pro player. I get that it was 2015, and then now recent years, it's just like the guy's a meme. We get it, but I think this is again that shoulder pads up signing. He's a veteran presence. He's a guy who, with the addition now of a really good defensive line, some of that pressure could be taken off of him. But in all reality, if Josh Norman is starting in any capacity or playing in any sort of like extended role, then the Niners season is already in fucking shambles. So I don't expect to see that guy out there very much.
It's an interesting signing. Quick side note. I like Eric C. took them to win it all at 18-1. I think that's a good call.
Great idea.
It's not terrible.
Fuck yeah. Spivey says elite shit talker. That is true. I think he could have that Sherman-esque role as far as getting under somebody's skin. I think what it says to me is that Ambry Thomas and Diamador Lenore, they probably thought, if we have to go into battle with those guys, that's a little scary because Emmanuel Mosley gets hurt every year. So I think to have that insurance is good. And I don't even know if Mosley's going to be ready week 1. So we very well could see Josh Norman starting opposite Jason Verrett week 1.
Ooh.
Do you feel that Josh Norman may become a distraction, though, with the beefs he already has with NFL teams' wide receivers?
I think as long as he doesn't play against the Titans, then he's fine. Derrick Henry's coming for that ass.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of that was so long ago when he was like the top dog corner or one of them in the league. I haven't seen him do anything in recent years, but I also haven't been paying attention to like the Skins and the Bills when he was over there. But he's almost 34 years old.
I mean the football team.
The football team, the WFT.
WFT.
I
What the
doubt
fuck?
it. What do you guys
I don't know. Well, I think I just kind of off of what you were saying, just the young guys. I think that this signing is more to get those guys kind of that, I don't know, that little bit extra as far as having a guy that's been there and done it. I think Mosley starts week 1. I don't think he sits. I think they've invested not like time obviously, but it's time, and he's been a part of the ones for a while, and I think he'll be out there. I don't think that because Norman gets signed, and I think it's just one of those things that because Norman gets signed doesn't mean that he starts week 1, because he's still got to catch up to speed. He's still got to get some of these packages down and things like that. I get that it's the defense. It's probably cookie cutter across the league, but then it's still like, got the Niners nuances. You got to get it, accustomed to the dudes and everything like that. So
he's a veteran guy. He knows how to play man-to-man coverage.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not like his signing comes at the detriment of anybody else.
No.
I do have a question for Eric C. too in the chat. Said if shots on me if Jimmy G hoists the trophy, does that count if he's riding the bench?
Oh, or if he does it with another team.
Ooh.
If he gets, what if Jimmy G gets traded, wins the Super Bowl with another team, Eric loses his 18-1 future, does he still have to buy his shots?
This is all things that we need
I think he does.
I think he does too. And I did a little bit of math. He said 200 bones, fuck it, it's just paper. $200 times 18, it's $3,600. So I think we'd be drinking maybe some Don Julio 1942 shots on you.
Shit.
I want some.
That'd be a big payday.
Clase Azules, please.
Oh, the Clase Azul. Yes, please.
It's a good point too. Norman will push the young receivers in practice. May not be startable, but he's competitive. That's true.
Very true.
I think he's core. Get under Jalen Hurd's skin, light a fire under his ass.
Let's go.
There you go. I think he's made more serviceable though. Like I said, with that front seven, with the Niners front seven, they take a lot of pressure off the secondary.
Totally.
Especially if we're going to be firing on I mean, shit, from our front 7, we have 4 that are probably potential Pro Bowlers.
Yeah,
Warner,
legit.
Greenlaw, Bosa, and Ford. I mean, even still, you could go into, I mean, it remains to be seen, obviously, for some of our other defensive tackles, but ends
DJ
and backers,
Jones is a stud.
I get it. He is. And,
Kinlaw's a maybe, but
but that's
take
what
a
I'm
big
saying.
step forward. Armstead, Ebicom. You're gonna have Zach Kerr. You're gonna have a ton of guys coming in waves.
That's what I'm saying.
A nightmare, I think.
I agree.
A lot of opposing front offensive lines and quarterbacks.
I think we call it right now where we're going to get a lot of that. I mean, shit, if the Niners are doing.
Oh, all right. I think we lost him.
I thought it was me. All right.
No,
it's not you for once,
yeah,
Matt.
I know.
Nice.
You're here. Now you know what it's like being on the other side.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, you brought up a really good point, saying that he could easily fill like that Sherman role. Like I think he's gonna fire guys up. I think Eric made a great point that he is gonna push the young receivers in practice. It will be interesting to see if he starts though. Like you said, like there is a huge opportunity there, and if he steps up, if he doesn't look too old, then he's got it. But it'll
just
be
makes you feel a little bit
interesting.
Because if Emmanuel Mosley goes down and you're like, all right, Diamador Lenore, crunch, it's prime time, baby, 5th round pick out of Oregon.
Yep,
it's a little risky. Yeah,
I think it's scary. All right, John, you're back, bud.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I heard everything you guys were just saying. That's spot on.
I didn't say what an idiot. That was
no, what?
Yeah, you
would have been super rude.
What was that?
That must have been static, dude. It was weird, really weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the Josh Norman signing is very interesting. Speaking
He's basically D'Angelo Hall at this point. Speaking of D Hall, have you seen it? Because Burleson left Good Morning Football. D'Angelo Hall is real nice on it. I don't know if he's full time, but really good. So shout out D Hall.
All right,
really good.
Good for him.
Hell yeah, that'll look.
A new resurgence in his career. Well, we're talking about playing week 1 for potentially Josh Norman. What about Trey Lance? Do you guys think Trey Lance is going to play week 1?
He lost a fingernail, or
he lost a finger.
He bought a bag of chips.
They took it off.
Got a chip on his hand. He's
he had a Lay's chip just stuck in his finger.
Yep.
Big Chip Kelly guy.
Hey, we're going to talk about Chip Kelly later.
He's still not throwing.
He's not throwing at all?
He is not throwing yet. He got the splint off yesterday. He's not throwing. They didn't practice today. I think that they're going to keep him in the game plan so that the Lions have to game plan a little bit for him. But I don't see why you play him. I don't want to look past the Lions, but you're going to be fine with Jimmy under center. Just make sure that Trey's healthy and move on to, was it Philly week 2?
Yep.
Maybe just
big game.
Big game. Move on to Green Bay week 3. 2 pushover matchups.
Yeah. Fuck it. Put him out there against the Eagles.
But no, I don't think Trey's going to play week 1.
I don't think he will either.
No, I don't think so.
I just had to ask. We've been talking about it all preseason. We saw that
don't you guys want to see him though? Don't you?
Fuck yes.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course we do.
See him in any way, even if it's one play.
I wish we didn't have Jimmy Garoppolo so that he just had to start, and it was like, fuck it, here we go.
Ah, shit, here we go.
No, the irrational fan in me is saying just can he go out there for special packages and run plays? It's like,
he might make sense.
He might further break his finger or fumble because he can't hold the ball properly. So
or also the fact that they have a very solid team without this guy. So go win a game. That's what Kyle's been talking about all off season. That Jimmy's the guy, and everyone knows and believes that. So
and you didn't keep Jimmy for $25 million just to rush Trey Lance in.
True.
Very true. Very, very.
But what if Nick Bosa gets his kneecap bit off by the Detroit Lions?
by Dan Campbell.
Yeah, by Dan Campbell himself, or I think the whole squad's gonna be fucking biting kneecaps.
Actually, I think that's gonna be a really fun matchup, though. Penei Sewell against Nick Bosa, week 1. Will be pretty fun to watch.
Ooh, Eric brought up a good point. Can it be considered a trap game if it's in week 1?
Absolutely.
He said, I hate the Lions, but you never know. Week 1 is always tricky.
New coach, fucking Goff is.
Yep.
I mean, Goff isn't complete trash, right?
Goff and Hawkinson are going to have a hell of a relationship, I think.
And they've got Jamal and DeAndre Swift. So Jamal Williams and DeAndre. That's a good little one, too.
They got rookie stud wide receiver, Amon-Ra St. Brown out of USC.
Amon-Ra. I love the mummy.
It could be. There was a time, the year was 2015, when the San Francisco 49ers played I think it was Minnesota Vikings on Monday Night Football under Jim Tom Sula, won that game, and everyone was like, oh, okay, we're going to be all right. And then I think I went out of service.
And we can hear you, but
we can hear your video.
I do remember it's Tom Sula had that one game and then he farted on camera in a press conference.
That actually happened, right?
Yeah, that actually happened.
Yeah.
The video is fucking hilarious.
That's gnarly.
It's so fucking
It's impressive
funny.
more than anything.
Yeah.
That was our guy.
That was our guy, mustache and farts and all, dude. He was pretty great, honestly.
I'm just glad that Matt's really enjoying the bit because he's smiling quite a bit.
Just smiling, just loving it. Oh no, and he's
back, baby. He's back.
He's back just as quick as he was gone.
Hey guys, sorry.
Eric says Niners could easily start 4-1 or 1-4. I don't want to hear that. Yeah, can we give him a little credit?
This is a loaded roster. Completely loaded. I would say close to as loaded as the 2019 roster.
Yeah. If this team doesn't make the playoffs, it will be a disappointment.
It will be because of injuries.
Have to. It will be because of injuries and or COVID or something that's just fucking up the entire team.
If that happens, and I wouldn't condone this at all, but would Kyle Shanahan be on the hot seat? Even if it's for injury reasons?
Potentially.
I mean, he would be.
I don't know, man.
You got to give him one more year. One more year.
That's a curse take.
He wouldn't be fired.
That's a curse take. You need to put the red light behind you while you say fucking.
When people start raising eyebrows.
Do we need curse take music, dude?
Dude, I don't know. Fucking Matt's trying to fire his favorite head coach in the last 20 years.
No way. I'd keep him for 20 years. I mean, if he had 17 losing seasons, probably. But
yeah. All right. Well, let's not get ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
We love the guy, but no,
it would all be because of injuries. Just note that. But
I was going to say,
Eric,
I was going to direct to Chad. I think we can all agree that
monster front seven, dude. We'll see you guys in week 2.
No, I don't think. I don't know. It depends. I mean, if the Niners are are healthy and we go out and we just shit the bed, then there's question marks. That's like, okay, well, you needed a healthy squad, you got it, and now you're not performing. I don't think that happens. I like you guys have stated, I think that we have the talent to get us to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. I think we have that talent.
Yep.
And I think that our downfall, if there is to be a downfall, will be because of injuries.
Yep.
And because of injuries, I don't think you need to put the head coach on the hot seat. No. There's just nothing that he can really do that would negate that. You set your strength and conditioning teams, blah blah blah. You run the practices, yada yada. But there's just nothing that warrants you being on the hot seat if for the second time in a row your season is cut short because of injuries.
Regardless of what Grant Cohn says.
I was gonna say last season people were blaming Kyle Shanahan for all the players getting injured. There was a group of people that were like, oh, his training regimen is hurting players, or they're not getting enough work in before, their bodies aren't hard enough for the season.
They had high
no pun intended, but
you can't train
exactly
against getting a rinse rolling your ankle.
Yeah.
Ridiculous thing.
And Eric said in the chat earlier that both games were on the road, their first 2 games. That second game was in MetLife Stadium, which almost half the team ruined their knee or ankle, and so it was just atrocious.
Joke of a football field.
Eric also did say realistically the quote easiest game is Philadelphia week 2. So yeah, Tom. Do you want to?
Is that a transition?
Yeah, that might be a transition to Squawk Talk.
All right, everyone in Philadelphia is feeling great about week 1 right now. We got fucking basically a bag of bones and Matt Ryan trying to fucking huck it up to Calvin Ridley probably, but turns out the Atlanta Falcons have injuries on their starting offensive line and their starting defensive line. Luckily, the Eagles' best thing is their starting offensive line and their starting defensive line. So I'm feeling pretty good about the Eagles at least winning the battle in the trenches in week 1 against the Atlanta Falcons.
And are won
in the trenches.
In the trenches.
And I also, my boldest prediction here, and I'm glad we're done with drafting any fantasy teams, Zach Ertz might be the number one. Out of nowhere, Dallas Goedert, who right now is in a contract dispute. Zach Ertz, who is now saying he wants to finish his career in Philadelphia. Things have seemed to dramatically shift. And Ertz was also in the preseason games, in practice reports, getting a lot of good tutties from Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts likes to throw to Zach Ertz.
Suck on them tutties.
Suck them. But yeah, so might be Zach Ertz getting 2 tutties and the Eagles pulling out the win against the Falcons with maybe, this is my thing, 7 sacks or more. I think the Eagles
7 sacks.
They have 3 of the 5 starting.
You're going to call it on the show right now?
3 of the 5 starting offensive linemen are not playing week 1. And the Eagles are very healthy at that position.
They have a really good D-line.
They have a very good D-line. That's like their honestly best position group, if you could make that argument. So, and then I don't really know the Eagles wide receivers between Rager, Quez Watkins, and Devontae. I have no idea who's going to show up. That's why I'm really, honestly, I think Ertz is going to have the best game because he's a veteran.
Philly plus 3.5 is a lock. I like that a lot. I'll take that. Actually, speaking of Hurts, I saw on the network this morning, really interesting, we know that stats don't tell the whole story, but they also never lie. Most games with 300 plus passing yards and 60 plus rushing yards by a quarterback in NFL history. Steve Young leads all, actually he's tied, with 4. 143 games started. Michael Vick, 4. With 115 games started. Russell Wilson's done it 3 times, 144 games started. Jalen Hurts has done it twice in 4 career starts. I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah.
He's got some moves, guys. I think we know the talent. We know where he could go. So it's all about just getting there. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but it seems like Sirianni might have the guys go in the right direction right now. Are we figuring this out? Is he actually a good pick? I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I've got about 3 or 4 Falcons fans in my life that are going to talk a bunch of shit if we lose. So go Birds.
All we know is that they're going to be flipping cars and burning them, and they're going to be, it's
greasing up light poles.
Greasing up the poles.
They're going to be doing it either way.
Dude.
Either way.
Bird versus bird crime, week 1. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Love to see it. A bird battle.
So what do you think, Tom? In your heart of hearts, is Jalen Hurts going to be the franchise quarterback? Is he going to be a question mark for the next couple years? When do you think is the point where we know that?
I think we will find that out this season, almost certainly, unless injuries come into play. But I think we will know what we really have with Jalen this season. If you had to ask me what I think he's actually going to be, right now, I think he's extremely talented, and I think he's got the upside for it. If I had to bet, I would guess he's going to put up some great performances and kind of be the guy. I think he's going to be the guy for the next couple of years here. I think he will win the job and have some really great games and beat teams he can beat. I just get a little worried about the teams that I guess can, he's basically a rookie quarterback, even though he's a year 2 quarterback, but he's in the same ballpark as a rookie quarterback. So I feel like you're going to see this. He's like Tua, he's going to have his growing pains.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to be hesitant when he loses to maybe a good team that, I think the Eagles are a classic team that they're going to play a good team really tough and be close and then lose it because of something dumb that Jalen does. But that's to be expected with a young quarterback. So I'm very excited for the upside of what Jalen can do. And I think he's absolutely the best quarterback on the roster right now.
And as a follow-up, sorry, Colby.
Ooh, no, please. Please go, baby, go.
As far as his demeanor, obviously Philly is a tough market and they'll turn their back on you pretty much instantly. Do you think he's got what it takes? Because it almost seemed like, and I don't want to be controversial about a man that's out the door, but Carson Wentz almost seemed like he wasn't built for it. Gabe Kapler, as a manager, didn't seem like he was maybe built for it.
Yep.
It's a tough market.
I think he can. The only reason I say that is because of how much buy-in he has from other players on the Eagles. And obviously criticism is going to be criticism. And yes, Philadelphia will be brutal. So you're never really going to know. But I think all Philly fans want is someone who's going to consistently play well and someone who's going to try really hard every game. You know, like we see the whole Ben Simmons thing going on right now. We can see why Philly fans are fucking up in arms with a guy that won't attempt a layup with no one around him under the basket in a fucking playoff game. So I do not see Jalen Hurts not trying hard enough. The reason that Carson Wentz, though, is part of this problem is just the injuries. Injuries over so many seasons so consistently can just make a fan base like Philadelphia get a little down, man. Like get a little unconfident in what you can do when you so consistently get hurt. But I still want to point out Carson Wentz getting hit by Clowney in that playoff game was still a bunch of bullshit. And you never know where the Eagles could have gone. So
fair.
It is funny because in San Francisco, for example, and not to, two different sports, but like Hunter Pence could hit, under 100. And everybody's like, yeah, but he's been such a big part of this legacy. He's a forever giant.
Not a Philly thing.
But in Philly, it's like you could have hit 320 last year. If you're hitting under the interstate this year, fuck you.
Yep.
What
have you done for me lately?
Completely turn on you. And I saw something that Eric said in the chat that I was going to bring up too. The Eagles are in a really good place. Their schedule is easiest in the league. They could easily win the division going 8-9, and them hosting a playoff game would be insane. A playoff game at the Link. There is something special about it. It's like I have memories of even like when Donovan McNabb was on the Eagles and they were incredible, and playoff games in the Link was awesome.
Recent memory of Eagles sneaking into the playoffs with a home game because they're part of the NFC least.
Beast.
They always lose though.
You said that wrong. NFC Beast.
Least. LEA least. They are the worst division. So I don't know. They sneak in the playoffs and they always lose at fucking home to the Saints or the Seahawks or the fucking anybody. You know.
Matt's phone.
For now.
Here,
that's Squawk
switch
Talk
to the 3 layout.
There we go.
For now. But yeah, man, it's very interesting.
Hi, Matt.
I mean, that was Squawk Talk. It was a good segment, and I think you had a lot more to say than I thought you were going to this week because
there's not that much going on.
There's not a lot going on. But that was
lull before week 1, baby. Just not a lot going on.
Real excited for my fantasy team though. Hurt Pitts found an old man grabbing his pit, and I think
was awesome.
Fucking hilarious.
That was a fucking great team name. All right, well, moving on off of NFL, we're going over to
By the way,
NCAA.
everyone watching the stream, this is not Matt. This is John. But this
wait, shit. I forgot that there was
What's up, Matt?
I forgot.
What's up, everybody? I'm Matt.
He's Matt now.
Dude, Sanders. It's got to be Sanders, dude.
Yeah,
Scott, I think will get his opportunities. He'll be a third down back, but I feel like they want Sanders to be the guy. They want to have a franchise running back. They want him to rock it. They want him to own all the carries. They're going to give him all the opportunity in the world at the beginning of the year. You know, who knows what happens if he fucking sucks. But I feel like Sanders, I drafted Sanders pretty late in a couple leagues, and I feel pretty good about it.
Oh, yeah. Getting him late, I think that's a great
But I'm an Eagles fan, so.
You got to draft with your heart. You got to get one.
I didn't
one
get
pick with your
Devontae
heart is
Smith
okay.
in any league, and I'm so upset about it. It just never fell to where I was comfortable with it. And then in the auction draft, everyone fucking bet me up.
Yep, and I ended up getting him because I was the one betting you up, and then you didn't want to buy back in.
No, I was like, everybody knows that. Of course, I'm going to go for every Eagles player. So,
yep. Well, hey, all like I said, I will send you a trade later in the season.
Totally, dude.
Or maybe just now. That is extremely overvalued. Yeah, exactly. Extremely overvalued.
And like I said, I'll consider it. But
exactly.
I think Devontae's going to be great. But to Eric's point, Miles Sanders, I think he's going to have a great year, man. Like, he has the energy of the number one running back. They have a very young team with a bunch of very young, like, number one offensive weapons. And, like, they will give him a chance to be the guy, you know? Boston Scott, Gainwell, like, they're there. But wouldn't you want to have a fucking bell cow? Wouldn't you want to have a guy who all he says he wants to catch the ball, rush the ball, score touchdowns? He wants to be everything. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good year.
Okay, man. I always want the Eagles to do
ESPN says we're going to win 3 games. They can go suck my cock.
Oh, I will hammer that over all day long. Hammer that over.
Yeah, dude. Ridiculous.
Hammer the over. All right. Well, speaking of maybe a little bit of betting, I don't know if people got a little bit of action this week. It was week 1 of college football. There were a lot of big matchups. We teased them last week. We now have the results on all those and a few extras. But I'm going to start with the biggest matchup, at least on paper. It wasn't a very entertaining game. It was close the whole time. I'm talking about Georgia versus Clemson. Final score.
We're getting college football mode now, dude.
Oh, I am. After week 1, I am fully in on college football again. I love it. Fans are back in the stands. Bands are back in the stands. Dude, just hearing a band play during a college football game is so electric. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. NFL should seriously adopt it. It's so fucking sick.
Yeah, they totally could have. They already have like cheerleaders and stuff. Why wouldn't they have a band?
I think the Washington football team has a band. That it's a very small band, and I don't think they're allowed to like play during the game. But I've seen that there's like one NFL team that has a band.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But once again, it would be taking up seats in the stadium, more money. We all know the NFL loves money. But Georgia versus Clemson, final score, Georgia wins 10-3. The Georgia defense completely locked down Clemson. They didn't even get any points till late in the fourth quarter. They got a field goal. It was absolutely insane. They were the star of the show. They dominated. Did you guys get a chance to watch it or no?
Did not watch a lot of college football.
I had a lot of sprinkles of college games on over the course of the weekend. It was just kind of like hit and miss as far as watching a full game, but always entertaining. Like you said, Colby, college football always has that. There's always a moment. So very entertaining weekend.
Yeah, dude. It was a blast. And honestly, like I said, the game wasn't super entertaining unless you love defense, because Georgia held Clemson to 180 yards, only 2 yards rushing, by the way. And they sacked Clemson's quarterback, DJ Uiagalelei. I completely butchered that name, but they sacked him 7 times. Absolutely insane.
Uiagalelei.
Oh, here we go. I think we got him back. We got him back.
Is he back?
I think he's
Oh,
there he is. There
Holy
he is. Seems like a power outage.
The Mormons
out there,
finally
dude.
get you,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh no! I just teased something on stream on accident. Uh-oh. Well, those are gonna be coming down later in the pipeline if you got a little tease there.
Eric Cannon's still in the chat. He'll get it.
Eric. Oh, Eric. So I see Eric is talking about. He's calling me out. Big Cheese, aka Colby.
Yeah.
Fresno State almost beat the Ducks. It was a scary game. If you were a Ducks fan. Eric, I bet the casino was lit in Fresno. Dude, it was a crazy game. Bulldogs for a while, so I'm just going to dive into it. Oregon was ranked number 11, Fresno State unranked. So this game was back and forth up until like 4 minutes in the fourth quarter. It was back and forth, back and forth. Oregon did have a lot of guys on defense get hurt. 3 guys in particular. Obviously, Kayvon Thibodeau looking like a high ankle sprain, unfortunately. Not good for your boy. Everybody hopefully wants him to play next week against Ohio State. We'll see. It's going to be a tough day. How the Beavers doing? Who gives a fuck? But Oregon's quarterback looked a little shaky for about 3 3/4 of a quarter of 3 3/4.
That's a good chunk of quarters.
Of the quarters. I don't know how to say that.
3/4 of a quarter.
3/4 of all the quarters in the game.
So three of the 4 quarters.
Okay, I guess no.
Matt. That makes a lot more sense to me.
No, he looked bad for 3 quarters and then also looked bad for 3/4 of the fourth quarter.
Okay.
So
he only looked good for 1/4 of 1 quarter.
Correct. Yes, that is correct.
I thought that was a dumb thing to say, but I'm glad you agree.
No, you're correct. That is 100% accurate. That's exactly what I was trying to say.
Like 3 minutes?
3 minutes.
Yeah, literally on the final drive. The final drive. Basically, he finally figured it out. They ran an option. So they ran the option and he like faked the pitch and then held onto it. It was on a 4th down. Got the first down and then actually ended up scoring to get their Ducks up to win the game.
Nice, dude.
It would have been so much easier just to say he looked good and he looked bad until the final drive of the game.
Nope.
I like that we did that.
I had to do 3 3/4 of all the quarters.
3 3/4.
It's like the Harry Potter thing, the 9 3/4.
Yep.
Fucking, there's just some magic behind it, dude. We had to get there. And
exactly.
We found it.
It also doesn't make any sense, which is also fine.
And we found it.
I could have said 3.75 quarters. Whatever works. Math
is
yeah.
CJ Verdell looked incredible. If you guys wanted to know, CJ Verdell's the running back for the Ducks. Looked incredible. Keep feeding him all season long. Oregon did move down a spot. They went down to 12 because they had a tight game against an unranked opponent. Makes a lot of sense. However, Fresno State does look really fucking good.
Are they part of the Pac-12? Is that like
Nope.
are Fresno State?
Nope.
What are they gonna? I feel like they play some
Mountain
competitive games every once in a while.
They
Am I
always
wrong?
do. They have a good program.
Yeah.
They have a good program down there in Fresno.
Wait, are they part of the
Program?
WAC?
Is it a program?
It's a
Are they part
program.
of the WAC?
I
Program?
don't
Program?
think they're in the WAC. I think they're in.
Mountain West?
I'm not sure actually. I think it's FIS. I could be
Big
wrong.
Sky?
It's a pretty good program. Am I right?
It's a good
Program.
program. It's a good program. Good program down there. Yeah.
Hey, that's
Even
my
in
mom's
Fresno.
alma
Hey,
mater.
there's a lot of farmers in Fresno. It's a good program. All right.
Program.
But
Watch
Ducks.
that TV show. It's a pretty good program.
Exactly. The Ducks have a tough week next week against Ohio State. It's gonna honestly. I'm
What's
not
Ohio State ranked?
Looking
What's
forward.
Ohio State?
Ohio State is number 3. 3, 3, 3, 3.
They'll
3.
never see you coming.
They'll never see us coming. I hope. I just hope Kayvon Thibodeau plays. That gives us a chance.
I'm pretty sure they will. It's on the schedule.
Gives us a chance. Yeah, exactly.
Never see them coming. They won't know how good they're gonna be.
Oh, so they are in the they're in the WAC 10 is what Eric said. So they are in the WAC 10.
I love that.
I love that actually. I love that.
Sounds like a folder name for a
love that.
17-year-old.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, this is kind of annoying for Ducks fans, though, isn't it? Because you guys were supposed to host Ohio State
We were.
last year, and it
Yep.
didn't happen, and now you have to go to Ohio.
I believe
OH.
it's a neutral site game. I could be
Is it?
wrong. I believe it's a neutral site game. I believe they're actually playing in like Nashville or something. It's at least that's
Is
what
it
I heard.
so?
I could be wrong. Look it up. Please look it
I
up.
believe you are
Because
incorrect.
I believe I was
unfortunately.
gonna buy tickets, but maybe they switched that for COVID. Maybe it is gonna be in the Horseshoe, which is even worse for us. However, if we do somehow pull it out, we'll shoot from 12 probably up to like 7 or 6 potentially.
That
So
seems right.
that would be
if they
huge.
This is
beat
the
Ohio
game.
State.
This is the game
Where
that can make our
Kayvon Thibodeau
season.
makes his Heisman statement.
There we go.
Has a pass rusher ever won a Heisman?
Probably not. I don't know.
It's
I'm
a
now
long-
curious.
The Heisman has been handed out for many years. I wouldn't be shocked if at some point a pass rusher won it.
I don't even know any defensive players besides Woodson that's won it.
It's
possible.
I don't know. Maybe Mike Ditka.
I'm not
like
gonna Google
way
it.
back in the day.
Dick Butkus.
Dick Buttkiss potentially.
Speaking of Heisman,
Kissed a lot of
hopefuls,
butts though. So what do you?
One of, I don't know if anybody was betting on Sam Howell from UNC to win a Heisman, but I think your hopes are pretty dashed after their loss to Virginia. I don't know if you guys saw that game at all, but
I heard it
he
was
looked-
terrible.
he looked dreadful. And he was getting, as any Heisman hopeful quarterback does, he's getting sucked off the whole offseason. And somebody tweeted before the game, they're like, just remember, if you're nervous about this game versus Virginia, we have Sam Howell and they don't. It's
Oh
like
God.
famous last words. He actually had one pick where he was getting spun around and still threw it.
Oh yeah,
Not very good.
I did. I saw that very last play. It did not look good.
Yeah.
And Ndamukong Suh won the Heisman.
No.
No,
But he was
closest to.
closest.
Oh,
Yeah.
closest
to.
pass
Sorry.
rusher.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I could see him or Clowney was probably maybe up there, got some votes.
Yeah, Eric said Ohio State is minus 700
Like
to beat the Ducks.
third.
I don't doubt that at all, man. Honestly,
Pass
fuck it.
rush.
I would take that.
They get no respect.
Take the Ducks money line plus 700 for $5. Let's go.
Miles
I mean,
Garrett
yeah,
probably
why
got some
not?
votes.
Why not?
No one on earth, it feels like, thinks the Ducks will
No.
win. So why not throw
As
five
a
on it?
Ducks fan, I would probably not bet the money line. But hey, throw $5-10 at it. Take away,
I got five
walk
on
away
it.
with $80. Why not? Easy.
Hey
Easy,
Tom,
easy money. Easy money.
could I convince you otherwise if I told you that the Ducks were 0-9 against Ohio State all time? Could I?
They're due.
persuade you?
John, they're
yikes.
due, okay? They're due. All right? That's all that means to me.
Could I persuade you?
Don't bet with your heart.
Never bet with
Bet
your
with
heart.
your dick.
Never works.
Never. It
I
do it
never
all the time.
fucking
Who said
works.
bet with your dick? Who said that?
Who said that?
Who was that? Was that? Wait, what just happened? Huh? I blacked
said
out what
that?
happened.
Which guy said that?
Crazy.
Oh shit! All right, well, keeping this thing rolling on. You're gonna like this transition. Did anybody
Oh.
watch Alabama play Miami.
Roll Tide.
The
It was
Tide
boring.
rolled
It was boring, yeah.
hard. It
I
was
was hoping it'd be
boring
more
as
interesting.
fuck. Dude, Alabama is just too damn good, man, and it
I didn't see
sucks.
it. How did my boy Derek King look against them?
I don't even know. I'll be honest. I watched a little bit of the game, tuned in. It was like 24-0 in the second quarter. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna watch any more of this. It ended up being Bama 44, Miami 13.
The only thing I
Bryce
pulled
Young.
from this game.
Oh, Bryce Young showed the fuck out. Sorry, I have the stats right here. 27
Wasn't
of 38,
there-
344, 4 tutties.
Sorry, Colby.
No, you're good.
apologize.
Sorry, I interrupted you. Please, the floor is
The only
yours.
thing I saw from the internet was that there was a Miami player that after he made a sick play when they were down like 23-0, put on a giant gold chain because he thought he was done. But then he was like also on special teams, or the play got called back.
Called back.
Did
Yeah.
anyone get? Is that what happened?
So they have the
It
turnover
looks
chain.
So
Turnover
bad.
chain.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks
They have the
so
turnover
bad.
chain, and it's like when it was
Turnover
like
chain,
24-0. You get the
23-0.
turnover chain. It's like, all right, cool. And then it got called back and made it even worse. Like, oh, yikes!
Not a good look.
Feels
Wasn't Miami
bad.
the first team to do that? The
They
turnover
were.
chain? Yeah, they
Yeah.
coined that. That's
At
why
least from what
everybody
I saw.
copies everybody always copies Miami. But no,
Yeah.
Miami was outclassed from the start. There was no way that they were going to win this game. It was 27-0 before Miami crossed midfield.
Oh my god!
And I
Damn.
know we're gonna
27-0.
get to this. I know we're gonna
Derek
get to
King
this.
threw 2 picks.
Ooh.
Yee.
Ooh.
What? Who is Alabama playing next week? Because I think it's kind of now everybody watches Alabama and see if they can lose to somebody.
They're
for
playing
once.
FCS Mercer.
Oh, I'm
That's a
glad they really
72-0.
take on a challenging opponent.
Yeah,
And an
right.
absolute laugher, fucking Alabama will just go in there and steamroll some poor FCS team that didn't deserve this.
They
Some
always
bullshit,
get
dude.
the softest schedule, man.
It's so bullshit.
I mean, Miami week 1 is that's a good matchup.
That was
formidable,
fine.
right?
Formidable.
They're
Good
the
word for it.
best franchise in college football. It would make sense if there was sensible people in charge of this that they would play good teams their entire season instead of getting Sierra College of the South.
Well, hopefully with some of these alliances, we start to see some of these schedules, bump up a little bit.
That's the plan.
You start to see the
So
SEC
exciting. I
and the
love the
ACC
idea.
and Big Ten come together, then all of a sudden these games get a little more interesting.
I will be more energized to watch college football when there are bigger franchises or schools playing each other, like more consistently.
However,
Actually fair competition.
Do you think that somewhat kills the heart and spirit of college football of the underdog having an opportunity?
Yeah.
I
But
think
that's big
I
business.
think the
Not for me.
advantages that Bama has from a recruiting perspective actually does that more than any alliances
Yeah. Agreed.
could
Agreed.
do.
And so it doesn't make sense that they play a trash team. The best team in the if you consider all of college football one big league but different conferences, it doesn't make sense from a competition standpoint for them to play trash schools, lower division or smaller schools. It is actually just a practice for them.
Yeah.
Is that a
Yeah.
player
100%.
safety issue a little bit?
Yes.
Maybe.
When you got
It's
Mika
not
Fitzpatrick going against some no name,
Yeah.
it's
going
some
against
kid-
fucking Matt Furness playing cornerback because
Yeah.
he got a scholarship, to fucking Sierra College. Yeah, absolutely. That's a safety issue.
It's literally like the team that we watched, the fake team in high school that just played Bishop Sycamore. It's going to be just like that. A team of guys that are trying their best, that are just not up
And
to
they
par.
lose we've seen it now for years, so we just need to understand this has been a consistent thing. We've seen big schools beat small schools week 2, week 3, week 1, very consistently. They
why
win.
not even have Bama go against Stanford,
Yep.
schools like that? They'll definitely win those games, but at least they'll be
Oklahoma
better matchups.
State, fucking
Just
Boston
get a-
College,
yeah.
put them against a good team that's still a much lower
Okay.
franchise, but at least someone that has a little pride.
Devil's advocate here. They have to beat the entire SEC.
I'd love that.
That's
They
they
are the
do.
SEC,
They
though.
are in the SEC. They have to play arguably some of the toughest teams.
Okay, yeah, but
Their conference schedule is arguably one of the hardest. However, if we look up, I see you looking something up. If you look up their schedule,
schedule.
it might not be that intense. So
Pull it up, Matt,
Right.
and we'll go from
yeah,
there.
pull it up.
Then we're gonna
pull it
move
up.
on because we're actually running out of time. We're trying to stick to 2 hours here.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
we-
holy
yeah,
shit.
we're running a little long. You know, hey, season finale. We're trying to give the boys some.
In the college
Some
football,
content.
They got
to
Mercer.
be honest, I don't know. Yeah,
They got Florida, Southern Miss, Mississippi, A&M, Mississippi State,
this
Tennessee, LSU.
LSU's trash this
LSU
year.
lost like assholes too. It's
They
like
lost. I love. Did you see the whole "bring your
I didn't
ass
see it all.
on, you
I
little
just-
sissy blue shirt"?
I just know that LSU lost. and they
Mexico
shouldn't have.
State,
To Chip Kelly.
Arkansas, and Auburn.
Yeah, that's not that hard of a schedule.
See, this
No,
is the
it's
whole
not a
idea.
now that
if
I'm
they-
thinking
if they-
about it, that's not that hard of a schedule.
If they're paying the athletes like actual sponsored athletes, why not just make some form of an actual real college division? Like teams that are on that higher level, they still play their in-conference games, but they
So-
have more games against other teams
You
that are
want,
higher
like,
level.
NCAA Super League.
Yes.
All right.
And a
Okay.
16-team playoff.
I
That's
want
also
Bama to
one.
play
That too.
Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, at least like
Because
every
every week will
Oregon.
be a banger.
Oregon,
dude.
yeah.
It'll be a banger.
It would
Well,
be fun.
just to-
It would be fun.
To caveat off of what Matt said, the SEC does hold 6 of the top 25 spots right
Yeah.
now. Number 1, 2, 5, 13, 20, 25. So
Cool.
they're all they're tied, or actually they lead. They have the most top 25 teams. The Pac-12 is second with 5. So the SEC is tough, and they
I was
have to
actually
play.
expecting their schedule to be softer than.
And it's
when I
not.
looked it up,
So
yeah.
we always forget. We
I
love
expected
the
to say
shit.
like Miami of Ohio. Shit in there.
Not the case. Not the case. They have to go through some pretty tough teams. So that's a very good point, Colby. It is the SEC, and when
Yeah,
you are
man.
the top
That's
dog
true.
in the SEC,
You look better.
I mean, these dudes literally they ship off a bunch of people into the NFL, and then they take in a bunch of 5-star talent.
That's exactly
They're
what
just-
happens.
They're a factory.
It's a boat.
But
They,
don't-
they
it's a
just
boat.
do this.
Don't you still feel like they shouldn't play some like the team they're playing in week 2? They should play.
But the thing, okay, but the
better
argument against
franchises.
that is the team that they're playing against gets a massive boost in recruitment, and like they're on the SEC network. Like people learn about their school from that game, and that's why these teams do that. That's why
they
you
get
see-
national media attention
Yes.
because they get
Yeah.
their ass kicked 52-0.
yes, they
Mercer's
do.
not
They
going
do.
into this thinking that they're going to lose. No football team goes into this thinking that they're going to. I mean, this
But
is still
all
a
the rest
collegiate
of us do.
This is a
Yes.
collegiate team. They can go in and fucking have a little heart and put on a show. I mean, we've seen some lower. I mean,
Totally.
Coastal
You're right.
Carolina is a ranked team right now. Number
Yeah.
22. Coastal Carolina. Ever heard of them?
See,
No.
yeah.
Never.
So it's just like there's always that.
Central Florida has been ranked in recent years.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I just think they
There's
can
always
do
that
it. I
potential.
think they can do it better.
I don't think FCS Mercer is the team that I'm trying to reference here as far as like what you're going for, which is there is a Boston College out there. There is a Tulane. There's a somebody out there that deserves a shot.
TCU.
Hey, TCU used to be ranked even like
Yeah.
a couple years back.
Good
So,
franchise.
I mean,
Boise
but
State.
you're not wrong. But I think
Boise
that's-
State against Oklahoma. Adrian Peterson loses like an asshole. One of the greatest college football games I've ever watched.
I
That
think
was-
though, like
Tostitos
devil's
Fiesta Ball.
advocate, it would be fun. I think it wouldn't make any sense because you have to have divisions, and there's time honored traditions with those as well. But it would be fun if there was just some committee that was just all in on trying to pick the sickest games for all these teams
Yeah.
every week,
Yep.
based on how good they are, not what division they're in.
Yep.
I would love that.
Great teams play each
It's
other.
just not
then
realistic.
Nope.
It's not.
You might
It's
actually
not
have
across
a
all
two-loss
NCAA.
team play in a playoff because they played a bunch of great teams the whole time. You know.
That happens in the SEC. There was a two-loss team that was considered in the top 4 the last couple seasons. It happens because strength of schedule is massive in NCAA football. And we talked about it last week. The alliance that the Big 12 or Pac-12, Big 12, and ACC made is going to help propel better matchups
Yep.
throughout college football. But to ask for a committee to do that across the NCAA, there's no way.
Challenging.
Right.
There's no
Yeah,
fucking
super
way.
challenging.
But you can have these
Plus, Nick Saban
alliances.
would never go for that.
Fuck no. Would
Of
never
course not.
go for that. And you might have these alliances with like 2 and 3 power conferences where they kind of do this like interconference play. But there's no way it's going to happen across the whole NCAA. And it's a bummer. And the only way, as Tom, you brought it up earlier, to alleviate that is a 16-team playoff. Or even a 12 or 18, like there's a way to get more conferences involved and show that they're better than maybe people think they are.
So
With top 4, it's so hard to pick. It's so hard to pick.
My whole idea of the 16-team playoff is you lop off the last 2 games of pretty much every college team season to allow there to be a 16-team playoff, and you have smaller teams that aren't in the major playoff still have their own playoff, have their own tournament, even in a way. Like I just think that having a ton of college teams play each other in a fucking bracket busting event over 3 weeks sounds so much fun.
Absolutely.
We can all get behind that,
Or maybe the more reasonable way to do something like that would be to do more restrictions on recruiting. Maybe, I mean, you can't do like a salary cap, but the Crimson Tide's almost like the Patriots without a salary cap.
Yeah,
They're just able to like get whoever the fuck they wanted all the time.
Yeah,
and have Bill Belichick coach them up, and that's just
put him in the program.
Right.
Put him in
the program.
It would be fun if there was some sort of evenness you could do with the schools to try to give some of the other SEC schools a little bit of an upper hand in catching up.
I absolutely agree.
Big question.
I don't know what that would be because that's way above my intelligence level. But
above my pay grade, bro.
I mean, as fans, we can say what we want, but there's money involved, there's sponsorships involved, there's so much other shit.
And the gripe is we're just tired of seeing Bama.
Yeah, we're just tired of Bama. Yeah. Bama, Clemson, Georgia,
fuck Nick,
all the same teams. Ohio State. Yeah. All right, boys. Well, regardless of how corrupt the NCAA is, I'm going to be watching all season long. Sco Ducks next week. Big fucking game coming up this Saturday. I'll be watching. I hope you guys can support my Ducks too.
We got you.
We'll do our best.
We're going to move on. Boys, we're going to talk a little bit of orange and black yak.
Yak.
Fuck the Dodgers. At least by next season we will have an intro like recorded.
Maybe by playoffs. Maybe by playoffs. We'll see. That's even a stretch. That's even a stretch. But
we got time.
The Giants did take 2 of 3 from the Dodgers this series and are currently holding number 1 in the NL West. As Tom was saying, fuck the Dodgers. It feels good to be on top again.
Yeah, true.
Fuck the Dodgers.
It definitely feels good to be there, but holy shit, we can't do 2 days back to back of bullpen pitching. That was fucking. I don't know what happened. That was crazy.
That was a little
rolled
scary.
Out our best starter the day before against the Brewers. We needed that win too.
True.
Yeah, true. Logan
had a couple openers, and if you thought going into Sunday night against Walker Buehler, like that was. Like
we all thought we were fucked,
right? We thought we were.
We all thought we were.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
We had never beat him.
100%.
Never beat him. He's their ace.
That guy's got the tightest pants. There's no way we can beat him.
Cocky fuck. No, that felt good, and that honestly is such a big confidence boost because it doesn't matter what team you are. Knowing that this guy dominates you every time has to creep in a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So to get that performance against him, if we do have another series in October, that's some good confidence going in.
It's huge confidence.
It matters.
It definitely matters. It's just we can't. Our pitching's our weakest point right now. That's it. And to go back to back bullpen games is like we dive right into.
We won one of those. Like we pulled that shit off.
Can't do it for a series.
It's a Band-Aid.
See, the one thing though,
Alex Wood needs to come back soon.
He does.
Who knows with the COVID thing? Like he might be weak coming back.
Yeah.
That's why I think MLB royally fucked up the expanded rosters because there's not enough spots.
Nope.
Like you need more pitching, especially if guys are going to get dinged by COVID in October.
Yeah.
But that's a different thing.
Yeah, it's a whole.
No, well, that's
debate.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But
I guess you have to go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, obviously the bullpen games are concerning. However, how many times have we watched the Giants go into a series, not necessarily start just bullpen guys, but bring guys in the 3rd inning, 5th inning, 6th inning, 7th inning, and win a series because of it? Typically, you only want to do that on like a game 7 when it's like, all right, all out or a wild card game. We have to win this. Let's bring everybody in, throw the kitchen sink at them. But it's somewhat, I don't know. It kind of helps my nerves a little bit that if we had to do that, we can win against arguably one of the best teams in baseball. So
this is new school baseball. Baseball.
Go ahead and say it and be the devil's advocate here, but we've all been waiting for like the hat to drop, you know what I mean, as far as what's going to be the start to the downfall, and it's going to be our bullpen, and it's going to be because they're tired, and it's going to be because we have to fucking ride them hard and long, and it's just going to be at the end of the season. I don't think it's sustainable. I think we need to figure it out.
What do you mean that the starters though would cause the bullpen to collapse? You know, like lack of starters would cause this team to fail.
I don't know that might be the case, because we've had a decent outing again from Gausman. It was 10-5, but
come back
the
around.
Offense was there. Logan Webb continues to pitch well. We beat up on the Rockies 12-3 tonight.
10-5, 12-3, 2 days in a row.
Gausman gave up 3, struck out 9. He's slowly.
That's what I'm saying. Disco had a pretty good game, sustainable against the Dodgers, which was like all we needed. But it's like when we start to go into these bullpen games and we start to use up these innings on these guys, like Tyler Rogers, I already believe is like way overused. I think that guy has needed to have a little more rest. But again,
they just keep needing him though. That's just like all these other guys. They keep needing him. I don't necessarily disagree with Gabe putting these guys up in it, because I feel like they have to, these bullpen games, as well as just, I guess, how much do you feel like Gabe should have left starters in when he pulled them this season? Don't you feel like he's made the right choice a lot of the time with pulling some of the guys?
We're where we are because of it. I mean, we're 35 games above 500 right now. Like, I'm not sitting here. I'm doing, the devil's advocate. Just if we're going to talk, what's our question mark? It's going to be pitching all day, 100%. Every day.
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it doesn't sound like you're saying Gabe Kapler messed it up by doing a bullpen game. It's more, we don't have any starters right now that are going super deep into games. The bullpen's getting heavily taxed. Therefore, that could become an issue in October.
That was more my
100%.
I get that this is kind of where we're dealt. I like where the starters are, especially Gausman. Like, that's the big one. I like where he's trending, obviously. Logan Webb, keep doing your thing, my guy. Keep doing your thing. We need, like
killing it. Don't stop.
Yeah.
Don't
like
stop.
Matt said, we need Alex Wood back. Disco, we're just like, for a series, we're gonna need a good game out of Disco. We're gonna need him to produce. And going against the Dodgers, give me 6 innings, give me 5 Ks, 1 walk, no earned. I'm okay with that.
Has Logan pitched against the Dodgers yet?
I think if I'm not mistaken, the Dodgers have been his Achilles heel so far in his career.
Makes sense.
I'm just trying to remember this season when he did.
I don't know. That's we could pull that up.
It's hard to pull that up, but yeah.
But
is Logan Webb our ace?
I'd say right now, if you're going into an LDS series, he has to start game.
He's your number 1 starter.
Yep. There we go. Eric said Giants will be fine. They have 2 series against the shit-stained Padres and a series in Arizona that should firmly put them in place to win the West.
Thank you, Eric. You made me feel so much better.
You're bringing us back. You're bringing us back a little bit. We were getting a little dark there for a second.
No, I'm feeling good about the team, man.
I am too.
I just think, and I think in a 5-game series, a best of 5 series, they do match up pretty well. But I would be afraid of running into like Milwaukee.
Yeah,
in LDS.
They played the Giants are very.
I would rather play the Dodgers than the Brewers in a best of 5.
100%. We know them.
Yeah,
we know how to beat them.
We know, and then you don't have to run into the 3 pitchers that the Brewers have absolute buzzsaw.
We just run into Trey Turner making terrible defensive decisions very late in games.
Real quick,
right, Matt?
Real quick,
that's
I
right. Fuck that guy.
I have Logan Webb's.
I got him to say it.
I have Logan Webb's.
I still love you, Trey.
Fuck Trey. Oh, what?
Right. Fuck Trey. Right, Matt?
I have Logan Webb's stats from the Dodgers. He played them twice. July 21st, 5 innings, 5 Ks, 3 walks, 2 earned. And then he played them on July 27th, went 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned, 5 Ks, 1 walk as well.
Nah, he's
Wow.
got the Dodgers
All right.
number, bro.
All right. They can't hit a sinker ball. Love it. Love
He's
it.
got
Love
so
it.
much
Love it.
movement on his pitches. It's Logan Webb's crazy.
It's nuts.
Logan's my guy.
He's a my guy. He's a my guy.
He's a my guy. Let me tell you.
Then I
Logan
think
Webb
since
is my
May
guy.
he has the best ERA in the National League. Maybe
Yeah,
all
He's
of
not a
baseball.
rookie though, right? He played, so he's not going to win any Rookie of the Year or anything, right?
No,
Unfortunately,
but he is in our hearts.
Yes.
Rockland Zone.
he's been playing like a Cy Young.
Rockland Zone, baby.
Rockland Zone.
Eric once again said, it's hard to have, quote, it. It pains me to say the Giants have it.
Hey, let's
They do.
go.
There we go.
They
There
have
we
got
go.
it.
some magical way of turning 2 or 3 guys into one really, really productive player.
Yep.
Like you get, I mean, Yaz by himself is productive, but you get like Slater, Duggar, and Dickerson. You combine that. That's like an all-star outfielder if that was one person.
Yeah.
Also got some
They have-
magic wand do. Things go well for this team. You know, it's like it's one of those things in sports. They say if you do the little things right, the lucky things show up, you know. And I feel like this team does the little things right, and then they get a little lucky when Trey Turner fucking whiffs a throw and Buster Posey for once legs out a fucking single. You know, like the right things happen to the teams that are doing the right things every day, you know.
Out of all the sports, not maybe at least the big 4. Like baseball has some weird voodoo magic shit that happens in it
Yes,
that
some
just
weird
cannot be
things.
explained.
True. So fucking true.
So I think that it is totally real. And all the teams that I've seen that win a lot of games and go deep in playoffs are the ones that pull off somehow these wins that maybe they shouldn't have. You know, like it's those games where you could have gone either way and they happen to just get a lot of those.
Yep.
True.
It's like the opposite of the Chargers that year that they had the best offense and the best
Yeah.
defense, but
Yeah.
they didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You just felt cursed.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a cursed
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. Alrighty, boys. Well, we're going to be watching real closely over the next month.
Giants baseball.
Over
Thank
the
God we
next
play the Cubs.
month. It's going to be
Hell
nuts.
yeah.
I have
Hell
a
yeah.
question to pose to you before we move on.
Ooh, okay.
I know we talked a little bit about the Brewers. That would be a little bit of a buzzsaw with Woodruff, Burns, and Peralta. But who would you, out of the teams that are in contention, who would you most want to see? We'll go NLDS round 1.
Well, the Giants. Who would you like to
This
play?
this might not. This
Whoever
might be kind of
comes
a
out
hot
of the
take.
East.
I was gonna say the Braves. Braves or Phillies.
Yeah,
probably.
that's how I feel too.
Granted, like the Braves are hot, but we just played them in a series and we looked pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
I would say Braves or Phillies, whoever wins that matchup.
Not the Brewers.
I would say, Brewers are the scariest team to me.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say anybody but the Brewers.
And then
please.
Dodgers would be, that's more of like,
I would.
That would
how
just be
long has
fun.
it
I
been?
want to
How long
stand
has
up
it
to
been?
them.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Dude, I would love to play the. Don't we all want to see Giants Dodgers in the playoffs? How
Yeah.
long has it been?
That'd be incredible.
NLCS.
NLCS.
Yes.
Though. That's exactly
I
how I
wanna
feel
see,
too.
Yeah.
I want to see
True.
it as.
And like I love that we're the little brother in that matchup. Like
Yeah.
according to the
100%.
media, we will be the little brother, and it would be so fucking fun to beat them in even though we've dominated them all, not dominated, but we've won the season series. It would be fun as fuck to beat them in the playoffs and just fully confirm that we are the better team. Media needs to shut the fuck up and realize
Well,
that.
MLB Twitter was not happy. They were pained when we were beating them on Sunday night.
Good.
And, I don't want to be that guy that's looking too far into it, but other people were mentioning it. Alex Pavlovich of NBC Sports Bay Area also mentioning it. That, every single person that does a highlight, that MLB's Twitter account, it's always an emoji like, or mind blown or whatever. The Giants is like, the Giants are teeing off, period. Bell,
They were not happy.
Brandon Bell hits home run. It's like, that was belted, period. No emojis.
Wow.
No punk, just like,
They
Not
don't
happy.
want to be excited
No,
for
they
them,
don't.
but they have.
and
to
MLB
be
Network talks about the Dodgers all the time.
all the time.
It kind of reminds me of like the Bucks winning the finals this year, where like people were rooting for Giannis, but nobody really wanted the
The
Bucks.
Bucks to win.
And like in media, it was like we need the Lakers versus the 76ers. Like we need the big
Read it,
fucking
Matt.
games.
What'd you say?
Oh, I thought you were reading chat.
Thought you were reading chat.
I am checking the chat. I
Bring
agree.
him
Baseball's contagious. Youngsters want to see Posey and Cross, or they see Posey and Cross succeed. Young guys, new guys want to prove themselves naturally. It is one of those weird games. Like hitting's contagious. You see how the other guys work. I don't know. It is one of those weird sports. And then he said, the Giants will sweep the Dodgers in the NLDS.
It's a bold statement.
That is bold.
Whew.
I love it, but it's a bold statement.
I would love to see that. Just completely spank that ass.
That would be fucking sick.
But my dream scenario is still NLCS.
Yeah.
Think come on.
Totally. We want that to be the final National League games. You know, we want to beat the Dodgers and walk our way to the A's.
I say that now, but then knowing that the Giants could lose and then the Dodgers would be in the World Series as a result of that, I don't know if I actually.
We want to take them out on the biggest stage, Matt. There's
That's
no
true.
better
Fuck 'em.
scenario.
We're gonna fuck them to death.
We're gonna
To death.
fuck them to death. Love that.
We'll dominate them. All right, boys. Well, that was our orange and black yak. But we were talking a little bit about finals picks, the Bucks. So I think it's time for us to go down a little bit of memory lane for season 3.
The time? Can we refresh?
It is time. So we have. I only listened to the first couple episodes. Unfortunately, I had a thing called a job to do today, so I wasn't able to listen to every episode and find every broken promise and every single bad take. But I did find a few. So
I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Are we cool to run a little late?
I think. Yeah. I mean, I think
We're
at
running
this
a little
point
late.
we're gonna run a little late.
This is all for YouTube anyway at this point. So let's do it. You know.
All right,
Do your
keep
thing.
a Growing
We'll be right
Pains
back.
theme song over this.
Okay, all right, here we go. Hold on. Let me track it down on Spotify real quick. See if I can just run it on a hot repeat. We can catch the DMCA real quick. Growing Pains theme. Okay, that's not what I was trying to look for. Eric said, please run late. All right, here we go. Growing Pains theme song.
Need another gin and soda.
Oh, yeah. All right, broken promises and bad takes. Aaron Rodgers, where he's going to land bet. So we made a bet in episode 1 that was trying to predict where Aaron Rodgers was going to end up. The bet was the loser has to eat a travel-sized package of mayo. It was a very loose bet. We didn't take it very seriously, but here I am telling you right now that we have physical record of this. Tom, because he spoke first, said that Aaron Rodgers was going to stay with the Packers. So I think Tom technically wins this. All right, I'm cutting the Growing Pains.
I think he should eat the mayo because it's a pretty just plain
Yeah,
Jane
it was
take.
such a plain Jane take. It's such a mayo thing to say.
True.
And like no spice, no just salt. It was just pure
nothing.
salt. But so Tom said Packers. Matt, okay, so this is what happened actually. Tom was like, I think he's gonna stay with the Packers. And then John was like, okay, but if he has to get traded, then where does he go? So then the three of us made the following picks. Matt said he was gonna go to the Rams.
So this was next year. So I said this was where's he gonna go next year? Was the
Okay.
bet. So I said
Great
I
cover.
I wanted to get wild with it. It's like so McVay's gonna flip Stafford
Yo,
just to
hey.
get Rodgers.
That would be an upgrade.
All right.
Jeopardy films in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. That whole, I don't know if you followed the Jeopardy host drama. Whew, look it up. Look it up.
He's gonna be on the Flying Coach podcast next year. He's like, hey Peter, we really liked Matthew Stafford, but Aaron Rodgers, when you get the opportunity to get a guy like that in your building, you don't pass that up, Peter.
Oh my God. I didn't know you had that impression in your back pocket. That was phenomenal.
solid. That was solid.
Golf clap. That was very well done. Very well done. Oh, speaking of other impressions, John said that he was going to go to the Raiders.
Raiders.
John Gruden would love it so much.
True
Yes,
that.
he would.
John
You
Gruden
would
would
do
love it.
anything.
Aaron Rodgers would hate it. I think he would. I
He's
don't
in
know.
Vegas.
Yeah, I guess
Vegas.
so. He's in Vegas. Shailene Woodley loves Vegas. So many trees, dude.
I think she loves San Francisco, dude.
I think she
I think
does
that's what
love
she
San
wants him to
Francisco.
figure out, but it's too late now.
Yep.
Trains left the station.
Exactly. And then I said he was going to go to the Titans. I said they were going to get him out over to
That
the
was a weird
Titans.
pick.
That was before the Julio Jones trade. I just thought they were just going to say, fuck it, Tannehill's okay, but Rodgers is elite. He can bring us to the Super Bowl. That was my...
That'd be an upgrade.
That would be a hell of an upgrade.
Yeah.
And Ryan Tannehill on the Packers wouldn't be terrible either. So that was my justification. So we don't know who needs to really eat the mayo. We probably won't deliver on that
I think
because
it's
we're
Tom.
pretty good at that.
It's Tom.
I think
Really,
Tom does, yeah.
I truly
Fuck
believe
off. I was the
deep down
only
it's
one that
Tom.
said he'd be a Packer.
Okay, how about this?
Which is mayo as fuck.
We'll take
Yeah.
an extremely fair vote. I think everybody that wants Tom to eat the mayo say aye. Aye.
Aye.
I want Tom to eat mayonnaise.
Okay, so that's
I need him to.
John Glitch
and,
for me.
and Tom.
So
Well, I heard him say it, so audio listeners heard him say it. Tom, who do you
Hey.
think should eat the mayo?
any of are wrong.
Oh well, you actually just glitched out, so we have no idea what you just said.
I'm
Tom,
sure
So
I
it's,
did.
you
I'm
literally
sure I
did. I swear to God, you did. So
Check
it's
the
Tom
replay.
that eats the mayo. Okay, all right. Tom's eating the mayo. Put it in the dock. Let's go. All right, we're moving on to the next.
Eric C.
Okay.
also wants Tom to eat the mayo.
Okay, there we go.
This
He
is
says
for you
aye.
too.
He said aye.
These are also for you, Eric, and
Just-
everyone else.
Oh, those are two beautiful birds just flew across your screen, Tom. Those gorgeous.
Yeah, I know. You should observe them
Yeah. All right.
as you get your predictions
So
wrong.
next in the bad take segment. Oh, I should probably take the MLB talk graphic off, huh? We'll
put
pop,
random
we'll
up
pop
there,
up
dude.
the
That's-
random. There we go.
Yeah, random is the most
So
accurate
we
at this
also
point.
did NBA Finals picks, which this was episode 2. So this was in the heat of like first round, maybe second round of NBA playoffs. We all made our picks. We didn't really
This is-
put a wager up here. It was just more for fun.
You should. This is where you should make fun of me. This is where you should make me eat mayo because I said no one's allowed to pick the Clips and the Nets, and then after you guys all make picks that weren't Clips and Nets, I made the Clips and
Yeah,
Nets pick.
exactly.
It was a,
Well,
it was a
you
real
can eat mayo
douchebag
for that
move,
one,
and
too.
I'm aware of it.
So yeah, maybe you just eat double the amount of mayo that you were supposed to.
No,
Just
you guys have
two-
to eat mayo
you
before
have
me.
to,
on
It
my
can be a
football pick.
different flavor if you'd like.
Oh,
It could
what's
be
your
like a
favorite
chip-
flavor
like a
of mayo?
Ooh.
Chipotle mayo.
Sriracha.
Yeah,
mayo?
we can get you a garlic
Chipotle.
aioli.
Barbecue mayo.
We can get you some cranch.
Sriracha mayo
It's
is
like
like
a-
nice.
Wasabi mayo.
Oh, there we go.
Mm.
Ginger mayo.
Sophisticated
Now,
take. I like it.
now we're cooking with gas. Okay,
Sour Patch.
so yeah, Tom took Sour Patch
Sour Patch mayo, that's a
Hell
thing.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
It should be.
It's sweet, then it's salty. All right, so Tom picked Clippers and Nets, and then he picked the Clippers to win the whole thing. He said Kawhi was going to bring it back 3 in a row for Kawhi, is what he said.
Yikes.
Which I don't think that would have been 3 in a row. It would have just been one off, then another one, but that's okay. As I digress. Matt picked the Suns and his Atlanta Hawks, and then he picked his Atlanta Hawks to win the whole thing. Trey gang. Ice Trey, baby.
Trey is balding.
balding.
John picked the Suns versus the Nets, and he picked the Suns to win the whole thing, which I think that was probably the closest of them all.
In 4.
Oh yeah, Suns in 4. That's
He
right.
said that.
Suns in 4 guy.
I did. I bought
Original
fully
Sons
into
of
it.
Four guy.
I bought fully into it.
That guy copied John.
Yeah, he
That
did.
guy copied me. All right, he watched the pod. He got it from me.
Hey, we got some Arizona listeners. Maybe shout out Arizona.
Shout out
Uh,
Izzy.
And then I tried to cover my tracks and win over the Jazz fan base by picking the Jazz out of the West and the 76ers out of the East. And I picked the Jazz to win the whole thing. But guess what?
Both teams are yikes.
Both teams are yikes, and the Jazz fans are still assholes. So
And since they
fuck
Colby has
off.
been the worst offender of shitting all over not just Jazz fans, but all of Utah.
Just Utah in
Exactly.
general.
Yeah, what's your
all the
problem with
people
Utah,
in
Colby?
Utah.
You know, I just think they aren't very accepting of others' ways, is how I'll put it.
I
I
think
see. How many times have you
If
been
they
to
were
Utah?
if they
to
were a food, it
figure
would be
that out?
mayonnaise.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been to Utah once. I went to Salt Lake City when I was like 10.
Oh, I'm sure you got a great,
Yeah, real
description
great,
of who they are as
great
people.
cultural experience, I would say. Yeah, yeah,
As a person that lives in Salt Lake Valley, can't confirm.
yeah. All right, deal.
Had it right the first time.
And Matt is not included in all of my slander, by the way. Little asterisk.
I thought that was a given.
No, not at all. Matt's a stand-up gentleman.
He's wearing a bow tie. I thought that was the.
I'm a Californian.
That is Mayo. I'm a Californian.
I'm a Californian.
They don't like me here either, so it's fine.
That's all right.
It's
You're
all
you're
right.
too cool,
We love ya.
dude. You're too cool for school.
Bringing my liberal politics and raising the house prices.
How dare you, dude?
Now that's a cool Utah guy. So we also had some broken promises on top of our bad takes. We were supposed to review Space Jam. I still have not watched it at all.
Oh, really?
No, still have not watched it.
We sort of
Sort
touched
of
on it.
did.
We kind of delivered.
I think the narrative I was trying to dive into more than the film. I think I do this sometimes. I was trying to hijack the film review and turn it into LeBron being a bad father.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
It was a good bit.
Yeah.
He's a really bad father in the first about 15 minutes of that movie.
He is. It's like, I don't care if you're into whatever you're into.
Yeah.
You should like basketball.
Oh fuck!
Terrible
Oh,
father
you
in
created
the
an
do
entire video game? Fuck that. That's for pussies. You should play basketball.
Fuck that! Play a game for life.
Show me a layup now.
Do it again.
And again.
But he learns his lesson.
All right, good. Warm, heartfelt father-son movie. I love it. Pulls on the heartstrings.
Sure.
Another thing that we kind of like talked about, but didn't really fully deliver. We were supposed to I think we were all supposed to do like some kind of UFO report or like an alien deep dive. We never really did that. We kind of just talked about it a little
planet are they
bit.
from, Matt?
Yeah, what planet are they from, dude?
Fuck, I don't. Wait,
It was
I
like
don't even remember.
Zorlon.
Oh,
from Nebaru.
Nebaru.
Nebaru. Yeah, that's right. Nebaru.
They're from
Never
Nebaru.
forget that.
I forgot about that.
But yeah, that's all I found on the broken promises and bad takes. I'm sure there's plenty to go find. Go watch all the old episodes. Go listen to the old ones. Yeah, go listen to the old ones. Here
I
we
think
go.
there
What do
was
you got?
some where we like promised to dress a certain way, just totally
Oh,
didn't.
cutoffs and Daisy Dukes
Yeah,
is
totally.
yes,
Yeah.
correct.
That might
Shout
be a
out
season
True
4
Grit.
thing.
Yeah. Shout out maybe
Yeah,
season
season 4
not.
thing.
We're
We'll
not gonna do
figure
it
it
by
out.
Thursday, but
I actually haven't seen True
Well,
Grit
just
in a while,
in general,
so
season 4 is a
checks out.
long season. Season 4 is going to go on for a while.
it will go on for a while.
we
knows? Who
promise we'll do a lot more.
We
Yeah,
promise.
we're gonna do so much, guys. We're gonna
We're
stream
sorry.
4 times a week. We're gonna
sorry.
We're gonna eventually be able to screen
sorry.
share. It'll be great.
We'll figure all these things out.
We'll have
But, all
guests on.
We are gonna have guests on. We're
We
gonna
actually
dial
are
in
gonna
on
do it.
Discord. We're gonna try and
Yeah.
do it all, but
Part of the plan.
just be
We're gonna do it
patient.
all.
There's
Be
gonna be a
patient. We'll figure it
raffle.
out. We'll figure it out.
We're going to have
all-
prizes.
Yeah. All 3 of you that are here now, you guys are here. You're at the ground floor. All right. Ground floor stuff going on right now.
You're hearing this first.
Exactly. But all right.
First.
I think it's time to reminisce, boys, on our past before this season. Let's dive into some photos, and then after the photos, we're gonna have a very special fake ad reading from an old episode of the A Gap that I think is probably one of all of our favorites. At least it's probably the one we put the most work into, even though maybe it didn't pay off
Probably
as
the
much as we
least
thought.
good, but it's the most fun.
It's the most fun. So first things first, let's talk about some images. So I'm gonna pull these up. You guys are gonna have to kind of react on stream here. So I'm gonna pull them up right now.
Do it.
Boom. Photo number 1. We have a bunch of wildfires.
Walk me through this.
Number 23 and number 52 jumping up in the air. What just happened, boys? What just happened?
That is the photo of, if I'm remembering correctly, that may be the first touchdown play that I was a part of, just as an offensive lineman. And the touchdown went to none other than our own Matty Fern. And so I hustled my ass down the field to get myself a piece of the celebration. And Matt and I always did that as our thing, was just like get up in the air and fucking just like hit shoulders. It was the classic like early thousands fucking celly to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, baby, that's one of the first touchdowns I was ever against Cristo Ray.
Wow.
Yeah,
yes.
you could see with the Saints. It's against Cristo Ray.
Yep, that was my first tutty.
Wow, fire!
Came out rocking the Mike Vick cleats.
Fuck yeah, dude!
Hell yeah!
Sick as fuck.
Killing
Yeah,
it,
dude.
Killing it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Eric Cannon said, "Is that the bridge fire?" For those of you that do not know, yeah, there is a wildfire in Forest Hill, which is a little concerning because your team's name was the Wildfires.
Yeah,
very contained, didn't affect neighborhoods. We're good.
Okay,
coming to Boynia.
Yeah,
coming to Boynia.
Coming to Boynia. All right. Well, hell of a memory.
Tom's got the helmet on. I love it.
I was waiting for us to pull out these, start digging these.
Oh, wait,
gonna give us a huddle up.
Oh wait, Tom, you have your helmet on?
You don't see my video?
No. Oh my god! Oh my god! With the headset over the top. Oh, let's go, baby!
Yeah.
You want me to hit one real quick for you?
Hit
Just
it.
Yeah, here we go.
Real quick. There we go, dude. That was just for Matt.
I'm ready to hit somebody. I'm ready to fucking hit somebody.
Let's go.
Okay, so here, I'm actually there is a way that we can see your helmet and what's happening on screen here. So I'm just gonna shrink it all down just a little bit.
This is a little test. We're testing some things out right now.
We're doing some new things. It's a technical test. Okay, here we go. So next.
Ooh, I like this.
Next up on the docket. Here we go.
What do you got?
Matty Furness, walk us through this one.
Oh, he's so goddamn cute. He's so good.
That was my T-ball pick. Yeah, it's first day of T-ball, dog. Right in front of the fire. 5 years old, Forest Hill Giants. Got the high waist tuck going. Very fashionable.
Yes, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
that glove too, matching the outfit.
Yeah,
big. You got the legs rolled up, swagger.
Big steez.
Big steez, my guy. All right,
looking good.
Next up. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh my god,
Meeker,
dude.
number 62.
Look at Tom Meeker at his prime.
That's
dude.
FYI, that is the exact same helmet.
Prime.
That is the exact same helmet that
100%.
you were just wearing.
Yeah, dude. It's right here.
So
it's
cool.
right here.
Let's go. Look
Look
at all
more
those
stars
stickers
on it from all my
baby. Yeah, baby.
That guy was up at the front of the line, setting protections, getting everyone in the huddle. Get in the fucking huddle.
Yelling, dude.
Yeah.
You like how also, if you look at my video, I've got the padding just
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh my god.
If that doesn't bring you back
everybody
to football
having
times,
that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Right here. It's all there.
The first week of summer camp, when you have the helmets on, your head just hurts so bad from having them.
Yeah.
Keep taking it off there. Keep your helmet on. Jesus.
Your face gets used to it. It's fucked up, you know?
Yeah, it hurts for a solid week, though.
Killing it, Dell. Isn't that a good look? That's a good look.
All right, Tom, walk us through this one. What's going on here? Here, you know what? I'm going to shrink it and blow it back up again.
All right. So this picture, I honestly don't remember when it was taken, but I saw it today, of course. All it is I was just so concerned with what was happening on the field. It just shows me, as in the current position I am in my current job, I have this face a lot when I just see someone just doing a terrible job at something. This is me walking off the field for special teams and special team fumble the ball. That would be a good guess, I think, right now, because I'm very upset. I'm very upset about what's happening.
Tom, you're on fucking kick return. What?
That's the look I get. I'm out. What? No, yeah, I look very intense though. I like this picture.
True.
I think I'm looking good, dude.
This is where I wanted the Growing Pains theme song. Cool.
Oh shit! All right. Sorry, dude.
Play it.
You gotta let me know this shit before.
Sorry.
All right, Tom, walk us through.
Maybe a little Michael Bublé song would be appropriate here.
This one, dude. What's going on here?
We just fucking won the game, bro. Look
Yeah.
at that picture, dude.
Just won
Me
the
walking
game.
out, dude. I'm so happy, dude. I'm just screaming off the sideline, dude. Me and
That
Drew look
handsome
like
guy
the
with
whitest,
Fabio
the
hair.
whitest 17-year-olds you've ever seen, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. Drew looks like an absolute beast here.
He was a unit back
Yeah, he
in that
was.
time, dude. He was the guy, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, he was killing it.
Fabio
We were stoked,
hair.
whatever it was. Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Drew was the team leader for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You got yours
What's up next?
truly
next?
here
Oh boy,
on the Boston Red Sox.
Walk me through this game face you got going, dude.
So, dude, so
Hey.
this was a super serious. This is my first year where I'm like, Mom, I'm not smiling. I'm a serious ball player. And also, this was my own bat that I bought for this season. And I was like, they're like, hey, we have this cool wooden bat you can use. I'm like, fuck that. I'm using my own bat. It's red. It matches my outfit. I'm fucking down.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I was super serious. This was one of my favorite. This actually, dude. Oh, well, so okay. I have another one, and actually, you know what? Fuck it. I was gonna show some others first. This is the stark contrast between this year. The following year, I was trying to do the same game face and be super serious, and one of my teammates made a little fart noise in the background, and I got caught.
That's you. That's your little fart face.
Yeah, dude. He literally, like, I'm sitting there with the most serious face of all time, and one of my teammates, who was a really good friend of mine at the time, just went, and I could not keep it together, dude.
Oh my god.
I could not keep it together.
That looks like you're trying to stay serious, but you just heard a little toot in
Yeah.
the background.
It was perfect timing, dude. It was perfect timing, and I just like, it's one of those things that like when I got this photo back, like I was sad and upset, and I was like,
Yeah.
God damn it, like did I really just have to like do this? And then now it's one of the funniest fucking photos
I
I've
love
ever
that
seen.
you vividly remember that. That's
Oh,
awesome.
I fully
it's so
like
funny.
I didn't have that memory until my mom sent me this photo today, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot about
I was
this.
suppressed.
Yeah, it was buried deep
really
down,
quick. I want to
and
point
now
out.
it's great.
I want to point out that Colby's showing us his little league pictures because he never played real football.
I did not play tackle football. My
only
mom
one.
wouldn't let me because I was young for my grade, because I was a brainiac and skipped grades. But yeah. I played flag
All right.
football. I played flag football. Do not have those photos. Could not find those photos, unfortunately.
Colby won't even have CTE. What a loser.
Yeah,
What a loser, dude.
Yeah,
An
dude.
intact brain, man.
Right? Yeah, I got a couple more. Me hanging out in the field. Classic Wanges, dude.
Oh, I love this.
Had
one,
the
dude.
stars
This
in
is
the
great.
hat. Had the stars in the hat, dude.
Oh, yeah.
I
dude.
still use
stud.
this glove. Still
That's a
use
goddamn
this
great
glove when I
picture,
play
dude.
softball.
Nice, dude. That
And-
glove's the size of your fucking
Dude,
forearm.
I honestly think it's a,
That's why I had the glove.
yeah, you gotta have the glove, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta have the glove. And then
glove
good
on
old,
the glove.
And then I had another one here of me pitching, baby. Good old Coker Ewing Real Estate in the back. Classic Little League
Coker.
sponsor, dude.
Coker
Coker Ewing. So that's it, dude. Those are the
Yep.
photos I
Yep,
got.
that's
great.
a funny picture.
Yeah.
It's a lot of layers.
But this one,
True.
this one is by far the best. It's too good.
Little
It's too
Little
good, dude.
Colby
Oh,
reacts
it's too
little toot.
fucking good, man. Yeah, that should have been the name of the photo. Colby reacts to a toot. Oh man, but yeah, boys, we fucking did it. We finished a season.
We did
Finish the
it.
season.
We finished
we're gonna
a season.
Finish it out on this on our flashback.
I think so. Unless you got something else, I was gonna go find
No.
someone to raid. Oh
No,
wait,
it's
here we
time.
go. Oh, we have some. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. iPhone coding 1986. Hello. If you need real free and high quality service to increase your viewers,
iPhone
Immediately
coding.
banned.
Nice, dude. Let's get that guy
immediately
on the pod.
banned. Yeah, let's
Why
get
don't
him
we
on
finish
as a
out
guest.
with the musical, dude. I feel like we're way past
Oh, that's
our
right.
time.
I'm sorry. I forgot we had that. Okay.
We got one more thing, but this
So-
is the end. This is the end of season 3.
So I'm gonna while this is playing in the background, I'm gonna find someone that we can host, and we're gonna send him off. Be nice to him. It's 3 viewers, but
I'm gonna turn on the
send a couple
volume
things.
of the stream so I can hear it because I haven't heard this in a long.
Yeah, crank the volume,
Say
boys. Crank the
long,
volume.
long time.
Oh,
Are we gonna
thank you.
not talk after this? Or are we just gonna move on?
No, we'll
Let's
talk.
see what
We'll
we-
talk. We'll talk. We'll talk. Oh, thank
All
you,
right.
Eric. That number 14 screams second base, dude. I was second base
So
on the
true.
infield, pitcher, second base, occasional outfield, and then actually caught. I was pitcher catcher mostly, and then would play second field if this other dweeb wanted to play catcher. He was so bad, so bad. Don't remember his name, but fuck that guy. He
Not
stole.
even worth
He
remembering. his
stole
name.
my reps, dude. All right, so I have the I have the timestamp.
Eric, I'm glad you're here for this. I don't know if you've ever heard this.
Yeah,
It'll
Eric,
be
you may have
fun
never
for you.
heard this.
This is just for you, to be honest.
All right, so I have it at, let me see, what was the timestamp you gave me? Okay, I think I got it right here, boys. All right, everybody tune in. This is Antonio Brown, the musical. So keep in mind, this was happening during the Raiders helmet debacle, and we made a musical.
2019.
2019, yeah, musical themed around Antonio Brown. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, Antonio Brown, the musical. NFL Films presents A Tale as Old as Time. One man versus one team. This is the story of Antonio Brown, the musical.
So good.
My name is Antonio. I will not be silenced. They think I'm a villain, but really I'm a genius.
It's Antonio Brown like you've never heard him before.
Don't be mad at me. I'm the best wide receiver you've ever seen. No reason to take your anger out on me. John Gruden, Mike Mayock, Raiders set me free. Oh, why do they hate me? Oh, why do they hate me? These people just see me as a pair of hands. They yell and they scream and they make their demands.
Many critics are already calling this Brown's best performance since 2015 against the Ravens. But little did he know the fans would get their chance to fight back. Shut up and play football. Just be a man. Pick up that helmet. I don't give a goddamn. You bleached your facial hair. Your helmet's too tight. Well, good sir, I must say you're not right. This is the Raiders. We do it one way. Beware the autumn wind. It will blow you away. Your move, Antonio.
Oh, what about me? Little old me and my frozen feet. Wait, there's a knock at the door. Could it be? Oh, look, it's Bill Belichick.
Hey, you want to be a Patriot?
Truly, Bill, is that your request? I'll make my way to Foxborough at your behest.
Join us on this journey by NFL Films to figure out who Antonio Brown really is. Is he a madman? Is he a diva wide receiver? Or is he just one crazy motherfucker? This is Antonio Brown, the musical.
I made it, I'm coming back strong. Those Patriots fans will never do me wrong. I made it to the promised land. I'll prove to those Raiders fans that I'm the man. Oh, thank you, Bill Belichick and the GOAT Tom Brady. Without you, I'd be at home watching TV. This is a chance of a lifetime, I won't fuck it up until I whip my dick out and some girl gives a fuck.
Coming to a boomin' city near you.
Wow.
Wow!
Oh my God. That's the best shit we've ever made.
That was I haven't heard that in so long. I'm crying. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Wow, we were good, boys. What
Yeah,
happened?
we need to do more of those.
Yeah,
I
we
know.
need to
That's
do a
all
lot
the
more
fake
of
ad
those.
reads, the fucking.
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We
the
figured
fake
it out.
ads, all that stuff.
Oh my
That shit's
god.
Funny.
Bring it back in
I
season
forgot the NFL Films monologue was even a part of that.
Well, remember we were like
Oh my
writing
God.
this musical. We didn't know how to break it up, and so we decided that you were just going to be the NFL Films
Yeah.
announcer the whole time.
So fucking
Oh no, Eric dropped his mind haze because it was too funny. Oh, sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. Oh, fuck, boys. Well,
I
all
haven't
right.
heard that in 2 years. That was
I
great.
haven't heard that in
I
2
know, it's
years.
so
That
funny.
was so
I'm glad
fucking
I'm glad
funny.
We touched on that.
Oh my god, I had to mute myself. I would have been laughing throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
Well,
man, that's funny.
gentlemen, it's been a hell of a run. You know, hell of a run. It's the end of season 3, but season 4 starts in 2 days.
2 days,
On
baby.
Thursday
2
night,
days.
Week 1 NFL kicks off. Cowboys, Buccaneers. We're gonna be here. We'll be streaming. We hope you can join us. Come one, come all. Hang out with us. And I would typically see you next Tuesday, but I'll see you this Thursday.
This Thursday, baby. Let's
on
go.
the A Gap. If you're
go.
here, follow us, Twitter, fucking obviously here on Twitch, Instagram. Listen to us on Spotify. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Give us a sub on YouTube. Give us thumbs up on our videos. It really helps. Thank you guys so much.
Time. Wait, real quick.
Yes.
What time? After
What time? Let's do. I could probably commit to like a 5 o'clock. I could do that. I could
I'm
make
down
it.
for
in.
Do we
before the
want
game.
to
I'm down
cast?
for before the game.
All right,
yeah.
so let's hop on. Let's say
games at 5:30 Pacific time.
games at 5:30. Let's hop on at 5. We'll do a 30-minute pregame warm up, and then let's just do a watch along. If you guys want to do that, I think that could be a lot of fun. People could come in. We can just live react to the game. We can watch it
5
together.
o'clock, Eric. 5 o'clock.
So 5 o'clock Pacific, right here, exclusively
We'll make some
on
bets.
Twitch. We'll do some bets. We'll talk some betting
some
lines.
betting.
Hop in here and we'll talk about the board.
They'll
It'll
do
be
some bets.
It'll be
It'll be funny.
hot. It'll be hot. So come one, come all. We'd love to see you there. Thank you guys for joining us on season 3. Like I said, season 4 is right around the corner.
Yeah,
Thank
baby.
you,
Do
thank
it.
you, thank you. And without further ado, bye.
Good night. A full Jalen Hurts dick suck.
Let's
I
go,
expect
baby.
it.
Let's go. Peace out, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.